What the fuck? Hello and welcome to Bits PCs does the Gamers Confessional. We're going to do a special concept show tonight, not too dissimilar to 8 out of 10 Cats does Countdown, where a show that's on all the time and only enjoyed by housewives and dolies is hijacked by an entertaining and, most importantly, funny show that's only on every so often. Right, so from the Gamers Confessional, their very own Richard Whiteley, only less animated.
Hang on, he's dead. What? Hang on, I get the dead guy.
That's the joke. Well, you used to be the host. You used to be the host, and now you've been.
And now I'm dead.
Now you're dead. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Anyway, Vimesy, you'll play the part of Rachel Riley.
Whoa.
What were you being good with numbers and colours?
Huh?
We're already into the gay jokes. If anyone doesn't understand that,
Oh, well, there we go with that one. Interesting.
Oh, okay, I think, yeah.
don't worry, there's more to come, lads. Also from Confessional, given a
This
rare
funny
chance
show
to be
he
a
talks
team
about.
captain of sorts, Clarky Snap.
Hello, hello.
From Bits PCs and on the other team, and that's not any kind of reference to him living in Brighton, we have Beastie.
Yo, ahoy, hoy.
And in Dictionary Corner, as a special treat for our English as a second language listeners, we have one of the world's greatest wordsmiths, Pedro.
Hello,
Pedro.
from Española.
Unfortunately,
Better than the Greek.
Yoda can't make it tonight, which is a shame. He may join us
Is that a
later.
premiere or something like that?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but we'll leave
Is
him
that a
to it.
premiere? He's the little green man bouncing around.
That's true, yeah. Yes.
Oh, come on, it was a Star Wars reference. We're
It
a geek
was.
show, come on.
It was.
It's not the 18th.
Well
We'll
done.
get on to Star Wars later. Anyway, so this, we haven't been around for a while. Apologies for that. Will we be back in the future? Probably. See how this goes, eh?
It's all true.
It's going so well
Going
so
swimmingly
fast.
so fast.
Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have written that introduction. Just whatever.
No, you shouldn't
No,
have,
you
but
shouldn't.
Never.
We
mind.
don't normally write stuff.
Well, I can just sit back and relax and play Rocket League or something now.
No.
Right, okay. Anyway, so we're going to kind of cover off the best and the worst of the year and have a bit of a chat about that. And, that should be good. But just before we get onto that, what have we all been up to? We know what you three have been up to. You tell us everything. Beastie, what have you been doing, mate?
Working, really. It's been working.
Are you still in the games industry?
I am still in the games industry, very much so. I wouldn't want to leave, really, because he might be real work somewhere else, and that would suck.
what do you do? What do you do in the games industry?
He's like the secret footballer, Pat.
What secret
game
footballer?
murderer.
Oh, God.
I shouldn't try sometimes.
No.
I shouldn't try.
I thought you might understand that one, but no, I'm in the publishing side, so I publish pretty much mainly PC games.
Oh,
So you'll never have heard of them, Pat, is what you're
No.
saying.
Probably. Probably.
Fair
Interesting to see how, as we go through our nominations today, who's heard of what game. I'm intrigued.
Okay.
Cool.
Challenge accepted.
So, I was only joking. Vimesy, what have you been up to? Why have you not been kicking me up the arse to get Bits and PCs going?
Oh, because we're running our own wildly successful podcast that hosts thousands
Yeah,
of listeners
buddy.
every week.
Did you see wildly successful or mildly?
It could be either. Mildly, wildly. It's a new range of concept clothing. No, we're working, gaming, not doing anything else really. That's pretty much it. Playing with these reprobates, Xbox, PS4. Not so much the PC recently.
No,
That's
I
'cause
have
it's
noticed.
cold. It's cold down in the office down here, so just working on bringing the PC up into the lounge and talking.
But surely
around again.
you're using your Steam Link, Vimesy?
Let's not talk about it.
Okay.
Had you been listening to the show,
which I made very clear earlier I hadn't.
Yeah. At least you download it. I mean,
That is true.
that'll do.
Like a hero.
For any
Yeah.
Bits listeners that haven't found the confessional yet, it's really good.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we should plug it. Really, the Gamers Confessional you can search for. I haven't actually mentioned it by name yet. It's me, some other reprobate that used to do this show, and Pet, who's just basically the bitch.
Oh, that's not.
It's good. Weekly
We're
gaming
friends.
show. We talk about games and international relations.
I prefer the phrase GIMP.
There is GIMP. Yeah. So Pet, you've got your choice. You can be a GIMP or a bitch.
I like to think of myself as a sort of sexy John Travolta in his mid-20s. Or whatever.
Kind of like late 60s, kind of like 1970s, or
Yeah, Saturday Night Fever sort of
Okay.
on the dance floor sort of vibe.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, so yeah, any Bits listeners, check it out. I'm hoping that you lot are all really excited that, you know, your favourite show has appeared on your iTunes download or whatever podcast app you use. And yeah, do check out the Gamers Confessional because it's, well, Vimesy and Clarkey and Pet, who you'll get to know the rest of this show. Talking of which, Clarkey, what have you been up to, pal?
Apparently turning into some sort of low-rent version of you.
I don't know what that means.
Grumpy Northerner.
I'm a Midlander now.
Well,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
now.
Don't come any further up, else we'll have a turf war going.
I don't know. I wouldn't know where to go because in my village there's one road sign. One of them says the north A1, and the other one says the south A1. So I don't know where to go. And weirdly enough, they don't point in different directions. They both kind of point in similar directions. It's very confusing.
oh, some kind of magic.
Yeah.
Sounds like Wayward Pines. No, you haven't watched that either, have you?
No.
No.
Oh, fuck's sake. This is going to be a fun show.
Why did anyone want us to come back? Anyway, Petro.
Nobody
It's Pet,
did,
isn't it?
John.
Petro. What have you been up to?
Yeah,
pal?
you can just call me Pet. What have I been
Like
up to?
Vimesy and Clarkey do.
I just
Here,
been
boy.
playing video games and enjoying myself, and that's about it. Really
Easy.
working. Yeah, we won't go into too personal stuff, but no, it's been good. Been good. Started the podcast obviously in January. It's been going well. Got a lot of nice fan feedback, so enjoying it. So happy to be here and do this little show with you guys. Little, I mean huge show.
Huge show.
Yeah. We get fan feedback, though, don't we? We even have our own.
Especially about his Welsh accent.
Yeah, we even have our own super fan as well.
Yeah, no, it's
Super
all going good. But
Yeah.
Shout
out
to
to
Jeffrey.
Oh,
Shout out to Jeffrey, yeah, Jeffrey W, baby.
Did you see his pig fisting t-shirt?
Yeah.
Does
We're
he
verging
stalk
into-
you?
No,
No, he's not creepy in a creepy way.
I was wondering.
He just follows us a lot.
Right, let's.
Right.
Draws
Right.
cartoons about Pet.
Right.
he does. I think that was me fisting the pig he drew.
It was.
Wow.
Had your
Right.
thighs.
Right, let's move on from this.
Anyway,
Right, let's start with the big one and then go downhill from there. Game of the year. And that doesn't mean that it has to be released this year. The best game that we've played. I'm going to ask for nominations. And I'm going to throw my nominations out there first of all. My nominations are Battlefront, because it's possibly one of the only games I've bought this year. Brawlhalla, which I'm shit at, but very enjoyable. And Rocket League.
What is Brawlhalla?
Brawlhalla is a free PC game that I understand to be not too dissimilar to Super Smash Brothers. Is it Super Smash Bros?
BC
Yeah.
to go
Super
and
Smash
check it out now.
I am right now. I'm
It
like,
is
what
actually-
crazy he's talking about.
It is actually very, very good and very good fun. And you can have up to 8 players, and it's free and amazing.
It's free to play / £79.99.
No,
Yeah,
it's just
probably
free to.
Steam.
It's just free to play. Really? I don't know. Maybe you can pay $79.99 and get all the characters. I don't know, but it's really
Okay.
good. It's really good. We should check it out. But I don't have an awful lot to say about it because it's just Super Smash Bros. On the PC, but free and good fun. Battlefront, I thought, was an amazing looking game, but entirely shallow. But you know, if you're in the mood for shooting stormtroopers, then it's pretty good. And Rocket League's football with a car.
That's true. That is, I mean, they should put that on the box.
I haven't even finished a tutorial for Rocket League.
It is good fun. I do enjoy it. But anyway,
It looks great. Everyone jumped on that bandwagon as soon as it sort of came out, because it came out free on PSN first, didn't
That's
it?
right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
And
It's
loads of people sort of jumped on it. And
Servers crashed straight away.
but it's cross-play as well. You play it's PS4 versus PC players.
oh, I did not know that.
It
Ah,
is.
interesting.
Anyway, I don't expect any of them to win because they're just the games that I could remember that I've played this year because it's been very
Well,
busy.
considering one of them appears in at least 3 of ours most disappointing game of the year list, then you're probably onto something.
I was struggling. Anyway, Vimesy.
Hang on, you appear to have missed one off the end of your list.
Oh, League of Legends doesn't count. I just put that as a joke.
Are you still playing?
Yeah, of
Are you
course.
still playing?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
That's the big question.
When I get a chance to play, I'll come into my office and, it's just there, the L on my desktop. Double click.
Drop
And
the
I'm away.
blinds and then start playing.
Yeah, drop the blinds, prepare the talc.
What happened to DayZ?
Oh, I've been playing that as well.
For God's
God.
sake.
But I'm playing the mod
Has
version.
that come out yet?
No. I don't
no.
play the standalone version. That's a load of old bollocks. I play the mod version.
Oh,
Didn't I?
dear.
I'm pretty sure on like the show we did a year ago that I said it would never come out.
No, it hasn't come out. And what's interesting is, they have got a couple of vehicles in there now. But you look through the change logs, and everyone's looking. Where's the helicopter? Where's the damn helicopter? We want helicopters so we can go. And number one on the list of things they've added, green bucket.
They got dogs now.
Yeah,
They-
very
they got
possibly,
wolves
or
or something.
or like a frying pan or something's been added to the game. It's like, stop fucking around with this. Get the goddamn helicopters in the game, and then we'll have a game.
Coding in a bucket is probably a lot easier than a helicopter, I'd have thought.
Yeah, it's atrocious at the moment. I mean, how long ago was that? I guess that's nearly 2 years since we excitedly did this show, and at the end of it, we realised that it was about to be released, wasn't it? It was 2 years ago, around this time.
Probably.
It's got to be
Probably.
more longer than that, I thought.
No,
Really?
it's 2 years since the standalone came out, and
Oh,
nothing's
it's
really
standalone.
changed.
Right, okay, yeah, probably.
The mod's still a better game, even with the zombies walking through the walls. Anyway, let's not go on to that. Tell me about your games. Vimesy, persuade me to buy The Witcher 3, because I am really, really tempted, but I know I won't have any time. But I
Well,
do
that's the
love
thing.
look
If you
of it.
haven't got 120 hours, don't buy The Witcher. It's probably my game of the year. It's beautifully narrative. I am, as anyone who listens to Gamers Confessional knows, I am completely biased towards The Witcher. I love The Witcher games. I love The Witcher lore. I love The Witcher books. I love everything about it. I love the comics. So it's a kind of easy win for me because it's based in a world I love to be in. You play as, the aforementioned Witcher, Geralt, who goes round with a proper good story. It's not none of this oblivion bollocks, and it's you actually have an invested storyline, characters that you can actually relate to and end up in some ways loving, and some you absolutely hate. And it's for me the perfect game, really, a pure escapism, something I threw probably nigh on 200 hours into. Quite easily, and that's before the DLC came out. The DLC just upped the game even further. So for me, it's just absolutely amazing. On PC, it's incredibly good looking, and the modding scene is kind of just taking off there, and it's looking like it's going to be quite impressive. So I may well be double dipping with this one and picking it up on PC as well. So yeah, Witcher.
I think I lasted about an hour.
Yeah, you probably did. You have problems parking your horse as well?
No, it just.
It appears to affect most of my colleagues.
Oh, I
Park a
see. Was that the
fucking
thing?
horse.
Okay. No, it was just. I'm sure if you are an investor, I know that you've been a fan of the series. I've never been a fan of the series particularly.
There's no accounting for tax.
Indeed. But no, I did try, and it does look very pretty. You're correct. On the PC, it looks amazing. But man, it just doesn't have the magic for me.
That's fair enough.
I like the simpleton Skyrim smash.
Yeah, though it doesn't work in The Witcher. It's a little bit more. It's not deep particularly. It's just.
I guess after playing kind of Shadows of Mordor, I was hoping for it to have a bit more combat like that, and it does a bit, but it's just not as slick.
Yeah, maybe it's not like a Batman stroke Mordor type combat system. which I'm quite pleased about. But you can play it a bit like that because it's still based quite a lot on rhythm of attacks and variety and movement and being agile or whatever. And so it does play like that. But it's just one of those games that it's if they're talking now about, although they said they were never going to do another Witcher game, they're now talking about doing the Witcher 4.
I told you so.
Surprise! So it's raising that a game that does really, really well, and they want to make another one. Strange.
That's a shocker.
But if they do it as beautifully as they have this one, then please God, yes, that would be lovely. So yeah, that's The Witcher. I'm not going to say too much more about it because I've bored most of our listeners senseless with it. And to be honest, without going into kind of like me and Clarky did a spoiler cast on this one, which went on for about 3 hours of us just eulogising about it and literally wanking over it. So
hopefully not literally.
No, yeah, literally. I mean, it's a bit like Soggy Biscuit, but kind of soggy.
Oh God.
I'm glad I didn't listen to that shit.
Yeah, so that's The Witcher. Clarky can take it up for there if you want to vote for The Witcher.
Oh hell yeah!
There you go.
Short but
Done.
sweet.
Tick.
It worked. Right, I can see that I can see that 3 of you have got Bloodborne written down here as your game of the year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Brilliant.
Honestly, I think probably of all the games there, probably is the game of the year for me, personally.
Well, any game which makes you hold a joypad for several hours must be good.
Well, exactly. That's exactly correct. I honestly, I think a lot of it's about the fact that I really thought I would hate it because it was the gameplay style is so punishing, and in the first 5 hours of the game, I achieved very little, and then restarted the game and did what I did in 5 hours in probably 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And kind of like, oh yeah, I was a real chump, wasn't I? Oh, what an idiot I was, how rubbish. And I'll be honest, I never finished it purely because it was such an intense game. I mean, I found it so stressful. I mean, I know, Vimes, you were endeavouring to finish it. Did you actually finish it? I'm intrigued.
Technically, no, but kind of yeah. So I'm essentially right at the very last.
Fucking hell, Vamsy. No, you didn't finish it.
Well, yeah, I kind of have. I'm literally at the very last boss fight. Before I kind of trigger that last cutscene that would lead into the last boss fight. And the reason why I didn't go into that last boss fight is because I had an inkling that the DLC would probably want me to go back somewhere, and I didn't want to be in New Game Plus doing that. I wanted a nice, easier time of it, as Clarky will attest to, because he's having a bitch of a time trying to play the DLC now he's in New Game Plus.
It is rather difficult, yes.
So, so no, I didn't finish it, but I mean, I think I get what you mean. I found the intensity a little bit different, I think, from you, BC, in the sense that I didn't find the game particularly intense. What I found was I ended up sinking every waking moment into this game. So I was playing it, I was reading about it, I was watching YouTube vids about it, I was listening to podcasts, and it kind of just took over my life for about 6 weeks to 2 months of just everything was Bloodborne.
Yeah,
far more so than something like Dark Souls used to, or Demon Souls did, or anything like that. For some reason, Bloodborne just...
Isn't it just a hack and slash? I don't know anything
No,
about it.
honestly, it's super not. It really isn't.
Did you ever play Chivalry, John?
Is that...
You ever play Chivalry? It was like a first-person stroke third-person
medieval
combat
beat 'em
simulator.
up, yeah.
It's a little similar to that in the sense of...
I think that's downplaying it too much. I think that's not going to tempt John.
No, I'm not talking about tempting. I'm just trying to... It's because it's not a hack and slash in the sense you just charge in.
I just assumed it was, third-person, big monsters stand there and hit it for 5 minutes.
God of War stuff.
Definitely not.
Definitely not God of War.
It's kind of the other end of the scale. It's just you'll be a cocky shit and you'll get killed by the lowest gremlin in the entire game because you cocked up like a tit. It's brutal, absolutely brutal.
Weave, get half of your health knocked off. Luckily, get one shot in. Weave. Yeah. Another half of your health gone.
But
hard work then.
Absolutely, but I think it's one of those games for you, John, you would go, I hate this, and stop playing it, or go, wow, I want to beat this, and then I could see it being worse than LOL of a consumption.
That doesn't sound like me. I
But,
want to beat this.
But that's kind of, you've got the whole immense satisfaction when you finally overcome a huge obstacle in the game.
Yes. Or just kind of having a sit down and little kind of scone while you kind of relax. Because it's just such a it's the adrenaline in that game was the most notable thing.
Is it a PC game?
No, it's PS4 only.
Oh really?
But
I haven't turned my PS4 on probably since the last time we spoke.
I've got two now. I've got two.
Ah, wow! Welcome to the Double Up Club.
Apparently, people at work got quite upset, but because they haven't. Some friends who are big fans of Dark Souls haven't actually bought a PS4 yet. And I was like, well, I didn't want to take it from like another one from downstairs and upstairs. That seems like a lot of work. So,
yeah, because it's a big old beast, the PS4, isn't it?
Well, there's cables and shit, isn't it?
Do you know what? Because I've just moved recently and been only recently kind of replugged in my kind of cinema room, as it were. I don't know what you lot are on about the Xbox One being significantly bigger than the PS4. It really isn't.
No, I can see them in my living room next to one another. There is a size difference there.
Yeah, but it's the way the way you talk about it, it's like it's chalk and cheese, but it isn't. They're not hugely different. Anyway, that's a not interesting point. But I'll go back to what I've done with my PS4. The last thing I did with my PS4 was sold my copy of Destiny, my disc copy, spent £80 on the fucking on the kind of
I don't remember you saying that
the
before,
download
actually.
version of it.
Yep.
Never played it. Recently bought it on Xbox One. Never played it.
Awesome. You smashed it then.
Amazing.
Activision nailed you.
I'm such a bellend.
Yeah.
You know that. Anyway, yeah, carry on. Sorry.
Everything I said about Bloodborne, the reason that I think what amazed me so much about it, and I'm sure you got to experience it the same way, was the level design is just spectacular.
Yeah, ask Pet about the bloody level design. He got lost for about 5 hours.
I can appreciate that. I can understand how you could get
I'm
lost.
still lost.
I bet you haven't bloody played it since weekend.
No, I have. I tried to fight Gascoigne and got my ass kicked again.
Father Gascoigne.
I was quite lucky with him the first time I fought him because I just one shot him and I was kind of like, oh, okay, that was easy. Then I tried it another time with another character. I was like, oh, he's a bit harder than I thought.
We had a few instances of that, didn't we, Vimesy, where you or I would be on the boss for the 20th time and then the other one of us would go through and do it first attempt.
Yeah, it's one of those weird games that sometimes it's just like... Because I think you had a problem with... I definitely had problems with Vicar Amelia. Got my art. I mean, I must have done that 30, 40 times before she dropped. Clarky did it, first go, second go, something like that?
Second go.
Is there any
Second
exploration at all, or is it just...
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you cheat and go and buy a book, Pet, then it's all X. That's the great part about it, because you suddenly you're halfway through a level or something like you're going down some dark cobbled streets, or you see a little alleyway, or you knock on a door or something like that, and then suddenly you're kind of back where you started. You're like,
Yeah,
it's the level design is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's incredible. You're like, wow, how have I got here? And it's not like it's no loading screen, so it is part of the same map. It's incredibly well done. But yeah, there's a lot of exploration. I think the reason that it's so brutal, for your benefit, John, is the fact that the enemies respawn.
Right.
So you can kill them, and as soon as you go back to the kind of like the hub where you would level up and buy gear and whatever else, as soon as you go back, everything's respawned.
Okay.
Apart from the
Main
prey,
bosses.
the main bosses, and that's where it gets kind of, it wears you down because you're like, oh man, I don't want to go through it again. And because your experience, what you earn in terms of your kind of credits to spend, you'll lose them if you die. Right. So you're kind of playing the whole game about how far do I push it? How far do I push it? Do I return and then bank that money, knowing full well I go back? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's the thing that probably pushed me over the edge of like, I can't play anymore. It's just stressing me out too much. I'm getting too concerned with my game time versus.
Where did you get to?
Probably about halfway. I think I kind of got to near where that spider boss thing is.
Oh,
okay.
Vimesy said it relaxed him playing it.
Yeah, I played it like a rhythm game. I played like
like Parappa the Rapper.
Yeah, pretty much, because you know where all the enemies are. So it's just I used to find, especially like obviously the first few levels, because you've played them so often. It was very much a kind of come out the gates, turn right, up the thing, take the guy by the
the guy sitting down,
kill the guy. Well, yeah, kill the guy by the by the fence, roll around, kill the two guys sitting there, backstab one, kill the other guy, come down. And so it just became a rhythm thing. You knew exactly where they were going to be, you get your timings right. It just became a kind of like boom, da da boom, da da boom, da da boom, 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 and you just work your way around the level like that. I found it well chilling because I knew where everything was.
You make it sound so simple there.
Well, it was. I never thought this game was particularly brutal until I got to some of the boss fights where there were some nasty enemies in it. But I never found it brutal. I always found it really fair, and I always didn't. I know, if I fucked up, it's because I fucked up. Or I was
absolutely.
trying to rush stuff, and I didn't. It's brutal in the sense of, the lowest common denominator can kill you in a couple of hits if you let it. But you shouldn't be having too much trouble with those guys until you're doing what I do, which is just getting cocky. And then you make a stupid mistake and you just get pounced on by something that you've killed hundreds of times, and it's just decided, no, you've got a little overconfident here, and it just does you in. But I love that game.
But that's kind of the thing for me. That's where I always struggled, because I get impatient pretty quickly, and so I'm like, mate, no, okay, no, and I can get. I haven't seen some really good players. They'll just run through content, and for me, that kind of goes against my. I feel like I should clear it, and it's really hard breaking that cycle in my mind.
Yeah, no, I can get that.
Okay, let's move on to the elephant in the room. Clarky. No, I
don't.
No.
You've been waiting for 10 minutes for that one, haven't
That's
you?
because of his huge trunk, right?
Something like that. Fallout 4.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just to kind of get this off my chest, it was too overhyped. It was never going to eclipse Fallout 3, was it? But it has turned out to be a lot of fun in its own right. I mean, I've finished one main. I've got one of the endings on it, so I'm going to go back and do the others. But I'm currently just kind of going around exploring, finding lots of interesting new missions. I think I mentioned on the last Gamers Confessional. Shout out Gamers Confessional.
Shout out.
I'd stumbled across the wreckage of the USS Constitution, which had an incredibly hilarious mission on it. I noticed this is on your list as well, Beastie. Did you come across that?
I don't recall.
If you want it, it's in the middle-ish of the map near some water.
Okay, excellent. Now, no worries.
Yeah, just look for a huge 17th century
Mountain.
warship with rocket boosters attached to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
On a mountain.
Right.
In the middle-ish of a map near some water.
Mm.
That's as good as Clarky would get.
There we go. Well, I mean, it's all like that, isn't it?
I mean, to be honest, I can't be as kind of wax lyrical the same way I can about Bloodborne, but I haven't really. It is basically Fallout 3.
Shit.
It is basically Fallout 3.
Shit.
Oh, absolutely.
It's as if someone's made a mod for it, and that's it, really. I mean, I've enjoyed it. I played through it. But I found that my game spells of playing it have got smaller and smaller and smaller. That within 20 minutes, I'm kind of done now. I'm kind of. It's quite exhausting picking up all this loot. Oh, kind of like gun, garbage, armor, garbage. Oh, desk fan. Brilliant. I'll put bag of that.
How many clocks have you found?
Oh, God.
There's probably more clocks in my storage than there is in the world.
Yeah, I bet they're all the same model, aren't they?
Probably. Was it Wakemaster or whatever it's called?
Yes.
I had to put it in there purely because of the amount of time. I was going to check a Steam. It's on 71 hours in it, so I can't dismiss that I played it a lot. But I think it's more of it like a.
It's about what I've played it for.
Yeah.
As well.
I guess it's kind of. It's like a comfortable pair of slippers or something. It's quite easy. And I'm just kind of going through it and just killing all the content with ease now. And it's like, yeah, okay, this is quite nice. It's quite fun. But it's no Bloodborne for me. Obviously, a big fan then, Vimesy.
No, I kind of was. I kind of picked it up on a whim because everyone else was, and apparently I'm quite fallible to hype. And
Really?
yeah, apparently so. And I kind of picked it up, and I really didn't like the beginning of it, as people have often heard me moan about. And and then the more I play it, and I've probably played it for about 30 hours. So there's something there. There's some kind of loop that I'm hooking into. I'm getting really bored of picking up loads of garbage, so I've just stopped. I got to the point now where my character's not OP, but is certainly, on a level with most of the stuff I'm taking on. It's not taking too much.
You cheat, didn't you?
Yeah, I did cheat, but it's
are you
not
playing...
cheating if the game lets you do it, Clark.
Are you playing on PC or console?
No, I'm playing on console. But there's so many bugs in this game. There's a bug involving the dog and a book, and it allows you to essentially get shed loads of special points. So I kind of maxed out my specials, as in my top strength, top perception, top endurance, top everything.
You cheated.
Yeah, well, no. The game let me do it. The dog made me do it, basically. So and that's fine. I've got no problem with that because I don't like hard. I haven't got time for hard games anymore.
But have you wondered though that could be one of the reasons that you're disliking it?
No, it's not. It's because the game's cheap. It's because I really do. No, seriously, I really believe the game. The more and more I play of it, the more and more I see of it, that it's cheap.
It looks cheap, you mean?
No, not just it looks cheap. I think the design is cheap. I think Bethesda have done a very good job at pulling wool over everyone. They've been releasing the same game for about the last decade and just reskinning it.
That is true.
That's what.
That is also true.
No. Call of Duty will always bring in different ways of playing it, different modes.
Vimesy, you have unfortunately you've lost your any rights to talk about Fallout by saying that.
Get Yoda on here. I've had enough.
You can't justify. You can't defend.
I can because there isn't. Look, I can kind of defend Call of Duty because with every iteration they try and do something different. It might not always work and it might not always be good, but they always try and move it on. And I can't see that in Fallout. If you take Fallout, Oblivion, Skyrim, Fallout 3, they're essentially the same game, just kind of reskinned. You got the VAT system in Fallout 4 and 3, but that's pretty much it. The quests are fairly standard. I haven't found, Clarky's found this amazingly humorous mission yet. I haven't really found one. I found some nice nods to things, and I found some stuff like that. I think the thing that made it, even more so is just the modelling. We talked about on our show a little bit about the modelling is just awful. The character, it is literally like somebody just for the heads of people, they just blew up balloons and drew on them. There's no texturing there. There's no kind of modelling there. It's just here's a sphere and we've painted on some. Well, and that's okay if the game.
Yeah, I suppose it really can't compete with Call of Duty adding LED lights and larger explosions every year, can it?
Well, if you played it, maybe you'd know. And. It seems like all the missions seem to be roughly the same. It's, we start at the top, we work our way to the bottom, we have a little boss fight, we go out the back door. Or we come in the bottom, we go up to the top, and then we come out the back door. It's all fucking the same. And there's a mod out which just, made me chuckle really in a kind of disparaging way. Where, when you've got all these dialogue options and dialogue choices, and there's a mod on the PC version which allows you to see what your character would actually say. Instead of just having, because normally if you go, you've got the four options of sarcastic, rude, or it might have a couple of different kind of options around what you do. And a lot of the kind of the options, when you actually see what the person's going to say, it's exactly the same thing. So it doesn't matter what bloody option you choose, it's going to say the same line.
Or you say a line that you think is going to be nice, and it sort of belittles the other person, and you say, "Oh, I don't want to be that character." You say yes, and he says, "Yeah, of course."
I just think they've just pulled the wool over people's eyes quite a lot, and there's a lot of smoke and mirrors in that game. And hey, I played it for 30 hours, so it must be doing something right, and it's something I will probably go back to. I mean, I've stopped, I haven't played it for a couple of weeks because I was playing Tomb Raider, and that's fine. And I will probably go. I've got no desire to put it back in the drive now, but I'll probably put it back in a couple of months' time, and I'll probably play through another 30 hours of it. So I'm a complete hypocrite in the sense of I don't really like the I think the game is cheap. I think the game, there's lots of it I don't like. There's things about it I think, but there is something about it that I enjoy playing through it. I don't know why, because really I shouldn't.
Right, let's call that there on Fallout 4. Pet. I want to know what you. I want to know what you think is the best game, and no rapey, take you off clothes games, please.
I just want to thank Clarky there for explaining very well his Fallout 4 game. That one's a joke, because Vibes took that all over the poor bastard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's usually how things work.
Like you said, like one little line. So my game of the year. Looking at my list, I've just realised that none of these are. I've written one on my notes.
Have you finished any of them?
Yeah, I finished 2 of them, but none of them were released this year.
Hold on a minute, Beastie, sat down.
Of course, I'm braced.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's good.
I want to give a shout out to 2 nominees and then go to my first one. My third nominee is Kingdom Hearts 2.5 Remix HD, which is just
on the PSP.
on the PS3, which was
on the PS3. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's a HD remake of a PS2 game. Which
welcome to 2012.
Surely that's in the bin after the PS4 was released.
No. I still keep my PS4 free, and that is just an amazing game. If anyone hasn't played, I'm not going to talk too much about it, but if anyone hasn't played it, it's Final Fantasy / Disney, and just the first 10 minutes, sort of thinking this is complete shit. To oh my god, this shit is amazing. So yeah, shout out to that game. And then second on the list has got to be Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. I think that was released in 2013 as well. But my first Zelda game that I properly played, and since that I played on the 3DS, and it started off as a remake of the original Link to the Past Zelda game, and then became its own thing. And just an amazing game with great bosses, great graphics. Really loved that. Made me a huge Zelda fan. And then my game of the year has got to be a PS Vita game.
Oh, here we go.
Fuck me.
Which is called Persona 4 Golden, which is a HD remix of a PS2 game.
Rewind.
Select. And
Shout
so Persona 4 Golden. Has anyone? I know Clarky and Vimes have played this, but have you fellas played this?
No.
No. They nailed it there. I haven't. I'll be honest.
No, not even the original.
No, I don't think so.
Have you ever played Shin Megami Tensei?
No.
You hum it, I'll sing it.
Oh God!
But I mean, it's an amazing game. It's a JRPG, fellas.
Yeah, I played kind of those in the early days of them, but not so much in this century. To be honest, in fact, none this century.
Well, this
so
game
you probably played Persona 4 then?
Maybe.
No, this game has got a huge following now. I mean, the characters from it there's a huge cult following of this game. People love the characters. They've done spin-off games. Persona 5 is being released now on PS4. When Persona 5 comes out, that's when the world's finally going to say, like, shit in hell, this is a huge franchise. That's what I believe anyway.
I suppose it's got young girls in short skirts in it. Has it, Pep, by any chance?
It's got, but not in a
Who do you rate?
way. No, you don't touch anyone like that. But you can have a girlfriend and stuff. Like I really fell in love with
your
Rise,
girlfriend.
With a 12-year-old girl, yeah.
She's not 12. She's like 16.
She's 13 and a half.
But you're 16 as well in the film. You're in high school. It's just an amazing game. So let's start with the story, because this game is all about the story, and just a great story told by great characters in the game, superb characters, which you just want to absolutely love and adore, and they make you laugh, and they make you sort of cry, and the silly jokes.
You just want to touch them, don't you?
You do want to touch them. You got jokes with one of them, and he's a bit afraid that he might be gay, but he's not telling anyone, and then he
So Pet steers him through that process.
Well, you steer him through that because he starts to fancy a boy, but the boy turns out to be a girl, and so it's
what
he realizes
the
he's not
fuck
gay,
is this shit? I mean, Christ, I played some really shit, but.
He acts like a hard man, but he's not a hard man. He's soft inside, and then you get this other guy called Teddy, and he's really cute. It's so amazing. I mean, when it ended, like I nearly had tears in my eyes, thinking I'm not going to see this cast off.
That'll be the salty.
No, honestly, fellas, it was a joy and privilege to play. If anyone has any interest in a great story game or in Japanese role-playing games, then just. Honestly, you have to buy it. This game is worth buying a Vita for, like, absolutely. And it's
something has to be worth
thought,
buying a Vita for. Fucking hell, Jesus.
Well, I would easily spend £100, buy £80 Vita and £10.
I did, but then I sold it again because it was...
No, it's not shit. And the turn-based combat it has a good little spin on it. So it's definitely the best.
Not this argument again.
It's definitely the best turn-based combat I've ever played in any JRPG. Just it has little tweaks to it, way better than any Pokemon games or anything like that, turn-based wise, and any Final Fantasy games and stuff like that. Just a great battle system. The dungeons could be a bit more
interesting, very
interesting, a bit more
challenging,
creative. Yeah, all
creative,
of it.
imaginative.
But wait, wait. But that's you got to wait till the PS5 version, because we're talking about a PS2 game here.
PS5 version.
Yeah, we're waiting for another.
Oh, a PS4 version. You got to wait for the You got to wait for the PS4 version, because that's gonna. I just hope to God we said this. I hope that's turn-based, and if it is, I just can't wait. But no,
they're turning into a kind of live action thing, aren't they?
No, you're chatting
Crash combat. Yeah,
you're chatting shit. But no, honestly, fellas, the characters are so good. You really feel. I think I've discussed this again. The only thing I would have preferred is maybe like if I was a woman.
Here we go.
To be able to play as a woman, because I felt so connected to the boy, but I don't know if a girl would feel that connected to him. If
got stuck.
You know what I mean? It's like I don't feel connected to Lara Croft, for instance, but I
do.
Well, you know what I mean, though. Like I more feel connected to Nathan Drake.
Yeah, we're figuring that out, Pat.
Very good laugh.
You know what I mean, though. I wish there was some sort of like maybe just for the women. You got.
One day I'm just gonna have to sit you down and have a little chat. All right, and we'll go to a little cafe somewhere, get a coffee, and maybe have a little chat about where things might be leading for you.
What? No,
Says the man with a massive not Nathan Drake. What's his
Nathan
name?
Fillion.
Nathan Fillion crush.
Yeah, but I'm openly admitting it. That's fine.
I had honestly forgotten about that, actually.
Really? I hadn't.
Yeah, well, obviously not.
No, it's an amazing game. I finished it in an important time in my life as well. So
just see who's coming out.
No,
Right.
definitely not. But it's such a lovely, lovely game. It's honestly changed my life. I've got all the DVDs.
Wow,
It
changed
saved
your
my-
life.
There's not
It
many
changed my
games
life.
that can claim that. I have to admit,
That is true.
League of Legends has probably changed my life.
It has changed your life, but not in a sense of it's literally just destroyed your life in a kind of misery.
No, in a great way. In a great way. As in, like, like I listen to the music when I listen to the soundtrack when I'm in my car. I'm going down like on the M25, like, like the limousine music, Clarky.
We so need to have this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's just a fucking fantastic game. I
Right,
love it.
good. We get the picture. Right,
Game of the year.
right. Take a time out. Right. Anything else, Pet? Quickly, or is that it? Right. Okay.
No, everything
Right.
else
So
I
let's
think
let's
about
work
is
this.
just
Let's
shy.
work this out. It sounds to me it's got to be Bloodborne or Fallout 4.
What?
No.
Did you not just hear what I was
No,
telling
it
you all
doesn't.
this
Oh,
time?
Yeah,
Jesus.
but you're just one voice, and everyone else was berating you. so-
First, it was really quite nice to hear somebody talk so passionately about a game that was not being critical fuckers. So that was quite sweet. But of course, no. Because
I did 3 hours talking beautifully about The Witcher. If you want to download the Gamers Confessional spoiler cast.
Oh, sorry. Witcher,
I'll note
Witcher,
that.
Fallout 4, Bloodborne. Come on.
It has to be
Witcher,
Bloodborne.
Fallout 4.
Has to
We
be
got.
Bloodborne.
Have we got
Clark,
four?
is there something you want to add to the list?
No,
So
no,
do we
no,
do we all
I'm
vote
going
then?
to
How
that.
does it work?
It does. It doesn't work. That's the problem, which is why
Yeah.
we're going to have to draw a line under it. So, everyone happy with Bloodborne being Game of the Year?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, blimey.
No? Have I missed something?
I think, well...
The first level can be, but after that, I don't
The
know.
first level.
Right.
Well, let's face it, we never come to a ultimate conclusion because generally there'll be one of us who will hate a particular game we're playing or vice versa.
I will say that this year, out of any in recent history, has been a difficult year to call it on. There has been a lot of good games out this year.
Dota 2.
Right.
Ah.
Anyway, that's enough discussion about this.
Including Elite Dangerous Horizons, which I'm greedily looking at on my screen now.
I did buy it. I did buy Elite Dangerous finally. I haven't installed
what-
it or anything.
What's it mean? It's got 64-bit in graphics. It must be graphics or something, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
64-bit in brackets, rather than 32-bit, which it usually has there. Does that mean it's going to start running at like 12 frames per second on my
No,
PC?
64 bits should be more
Maybe.
efficient.
I mean,
On
you
yours,
still have to
yeah.
crank your PC, Clarky.
No. In fact, this game caused me to basically buy all sorts of shit. I don't think I've got a single peripheral that doesn't glow.
I'm
Right.
happy with Bloodborne. Bloodborne being Game of the Year.
Right,
Fuck
okay.
it.
Right, fuck it, yeah. Right, for
Pack a
shizzle.
box.
For shizzle. Shout out, whatever, I don't know. Game disappointment of the year.
I think we'll all agree on this one.
Persona 5.
Well, it was interesting. After your kind of berating of Fallout 4, I was expecting to see it in the kind of disappointments of the year, Vimesy, but I see it's not.
I don't-
I didn't have that many
You're disappointed by
expectations.
so many things, so it's
Yes,
fine.
it's true. No, I wasn't going to put Fallout 4 in there because I wasn't actually disappointed because I didn't have huge hopes for it anyway. So I kind of got what I expected for it, and also, it did last me a long time, and there is something addictive about it. So I wouldn't class it as a disappointment. Plenty others have.
But with your disappointments, I have to question probably both for the two Johns.
Okay, the three I've chosen: Battlefront,
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 5,
Yeah.
Buddy.
Halo 5.
Hell yes.
I've got Battlefront on my Christmas list.
I think it's good.
It's-
The only reason it's
okay.
on my list is because I haven't bought any other games or played any other games. So
So basically,
And
yours
it-
are your
and it
favourite
wasn't-
and least favourite.
and it wasn't amazing. I mean, it looks fantastic, but it's shallow as fuck.
Well, I understand.
And I'm
it's shallow
shit
as
at
fuck.
it.
But I'm just kind of with the kind of new film coming out, and I'm very Star Warsy at the moment, and I'm just
well,
it'd be good fun for Christmas.
You'll have the best time of your life for the first 5 to 6 hours.
Well, that's
And
that's
then
why
you-
why I'm kind of glad I've got the Xbox One, because you get that 10-hour.
That's all you need.
Access all areas,
That's
that
all
sort
you
of
need.
thing.
I've got the game, but there's 4. It got released with 4 maps. 4 maps on Assault. Are you fucking shitting me, EA? 4 maps. The maps are great, but I get bored. And then they released a 5th one last week for free. Fair enough, but 5
For
maps
free.
for free. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. 5 maps. That will play 400 hours on. No. I'm just,
Well,
at least give us 12.
It's a
maps.
free-to-play game, right? Right.
Surely EA haven't given something free away. Are you sure you didn't kind of wake up in a bath of ice with one of your kidneys?
No, it was definitely a free download. But I mean, 5 maps on Walker Assault. They're good maps. They're huge maps. But Battlefield launched with like 12 maps on Rush, and it's the same size as Battlefield. It feels very.
It was built in 2 years. To give them some, they had a 2-year window to produce a game, and they've done what they.
Okay, well, fine. We'll
they
give you
came
the
out to
price
do.
then for a game that costs
No, I
2
wouldn't.
years,
I wouldn't. I think it's overpriced. I don't think it's worth the money. But at the same time, it's one of those things where when we were playing the beta, I fucking loved it. I don't know why. There's something about it. It was just great fun. Like John said earlier, just great fun shooting shit up, and it was so Star Wars. It is Star Wars.
It will
I
get
played the
bored, though.
beta a
You
little
will
bit
get-
on the Xbone, but I actually bought it on the PC.
Yeah,
I'm getting it for the PC. Don't get me wrong.
Really?
Obviously. I'm not under the illusions that it's going. I know it's going to be quite basic, but I'm kind of fine with it. If it's a 10-hour game, that's fine. I've played enough long games. That doesn't
Well,
bother
it's
me.
just a multiplayer game. It's just a.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a
Yeah,
bit.
it
I
is.
mean, I haven't touched the single player. If there is,
There
one.
isn't any really. There really kind of isn't one. I think the thing is, I thought that it would be one of those games that I was so close to dropping on this one. And it was thinking of it as kind of one of those games that I kind of dropped into once or twice a month just for half an hour, just shooting stuff.
It's better
But
than
I've-
Rogue Squadron. I'll give it that. From the GameCube games. It's
Oh, I don't believe that.
No.
No,
Well,
it
it's
is.
quality.
This
But,
is epic.
How many maps did it have? Did it have more than 4?
I can't remember.
Numbers mean a lot to Pet.
I don't know if I don't know if you could count the maps. It had a few different game modes.
Yeah.
I have to say, it did bring a childhood prediction of mine to light. I remember watching Return of the Jedi a long time ago and thinking, Jesus Christ, it must be fucking impossible to ride those speeder bikes. And sure enough, this game has proved me absolutely right.
Yeah, that is hard. Yeah.
It's fun, but like I say, we if you've got the Xbox and you've got EA Access, which you really should have if you've got an Xbox, it's so cheap. It's
I've sold it.
True. But I've got that. They give you 10 hours worth of demo time for the full game of Battlefront, and I've played 2.
Yeah, yeah,
I've got 8 hours left on my account that I could, and I just haven't gone back. And I probably will use them maybe at some point. But if that's the case, then really,
I think you're playing it on the wrong platform. To be honest, it's a PC game, surely.
It looks great on. It looks definitely better on PS4 than it does on Xbox. So if you are going to play
Oh, here
on
we
a
go,
console,
fanboy.
play it on the. No, it does. Like people have come up. people have come out and said it. You know,
I can't believe John is criticising somebody for a graphical.
Pet, you are correct. John's
you,
just
sir.
being a narc about it because he somehow wants to defend his little Xboxes.
See, thank you, sir. No, for some reason it looks better. So if you are going to play it on console, play it on PS4. But I'm sure PC looks amazing. It's a pretty looking game. It's a lovely
absolutely.
looking game.
I've seen it in the office. People on PS4 version looks very slick, but
I think you'll
fun.
like it, BC. And when you get it, you're getting on the PC.
of course,
Yeah, well, we'll hook up another game.
cool. Yeah, it'd be good.
There's one map in particular which I got to give a shout out to. You know the one with the little teddy.
Is it called Pritesh?
He did buy me this game, bless him. But anyway,
Is he grooming you?
he's just my good friend. He's just getting me
Special.
stuff.
Special friend.
He's my special friend.
He's 60 years old.
And he's not. He's my age.
A spooning friend.
Anyway, the map, the one with the greenery. Have you
the
played
teddy
it?
bears, as you say.
The one with the greenery.
You know the one I'm talking about.
The forest.
Endor.
Endor.
Oh, amazing looking map.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
great.
the problem with the game. You can kind of go, oh, do you know? It's the white one, the green one,
Off
the grey
lava
one,
one.
and the orange one.
Oh no,
There you
there's
go.
a desert one now as well.
That's the one. So you've got the orange
That's right.
orange one on Tatooine or wherever it is. You've got the Hoth map, which is white. You've got Endor, which is green, and you've got the grey one, which I don't even know what planet that's on.
You could describe it in terms of Mario worlds, then, can't you?
pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting though that from this conversation, on other disappointments of the year, you've sold me the game. Kind of.
Yeah. You'll probably really enjoy
I think you'll
it.
like it, Beastie. It's a
Oh,
crack.
yeah.
It's an epic game, but don't
The
expect it to
The
continue.
dog
like.
fighting's an extremely amusing distraction.
Right. Okay.
I'm not-
So
Can we
Battlefront.
bitch on Metal Gear Solid instead? That's always fun.
Yeah. That piece of. Anyway.
Well, I held
No,
back
carry on.
it.
Don't hold back on it.
I don't
All
hold
right.
back.
Well, I was definitely my biggest disappointment of, I don't know, not this year, maybe the last 10 years.
Bold.
This was a piece of shit. I don't know who's at fault here. I don't know if it's Kojima's lost his nut. I don't know if it's Konami who's losing their nut. I don't know what's going on.
So I take it your Diamond Dogs T-shirt is now lining the dog's bed.
No, I like World. I love Diamond Dogs. I love Fox Sound. You know, but this game is not Metal Gear Solid. It's not. Put the Splinter Man in this game and call it the Phantom Pain Splinter Man, and it's Splinter Cell.
Splinter Man.
Well, you know
I have
whatever
absolutely
his name
no
is.
idea what's going on in this conversation.
You know Splinter Cell, the
No.
video game.
Yes.
You know it.
Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah,
Not
it's just-
intimately.
you know, there's nothing unique about this game. It doesn't feel like a Metal Gear Solid game. I've played every Metal Gear Solid. I was amazed when it first came out, number one. I never played the NES versions or the SNES or the Game Boy versions, but the PS1 version, loved it. I know
He's
that
played
map
every
inside
single Metal
out.
Gear Solid game apart from the first 3 platforms it was on.
Yeah, but when it started,
But that's when no good games were out in that period of time. All good games were on discs.
yeah, but no, the game is just. It's just the missions are just shite. It's just, why is there 60 goddamn missions and 40 of them I'm just going and collecting some prisoner? I mean, in number one, I collected one prisoner, but he was an epic prisoner. He turned out to be a bloody monster. You know, he was acting like he wasn't. There's spoilers if anyone hasn't seen it. It's just so disappointing to see this. You know, there's signs of the story leaking through when you see some unique characters. But again, like, you know, you don't find out enough about these characters, and then it takes so long. The bullshit in between sort of jump into these good moments. It's so long that you just lose interest. And it's not a story-driven game anymore. It's not a 20-hour story-driven game, 15-hour. It's a
long game, isn't it?
60-hour.
It's a long game, isn't it?
It's pointlessly long. Why is it so long? Why is it long for the sake of being long? Give me a 20-hour, good-written game, and I'll be happy. But this is not... You know, don't even bother with this game. Go buy the HD Walker game on PS3 or on PSP and play that, because that game at least stayed true to its roots. I don't know what happened with this game. I don't know if they all just started fighting each other in that studio and Kojima said, just release this shit, so it's taken too long. I don't know. It's just not a Metal Gear Solid game for me anyway. It's not a Metal Gear Solid game.
Yeah, I noticed all of the hype and fanboy comments died down very quickly on social media for that game.
That's true.
I smelled the bullshit train. when they had the nerve to release that demo for £20 when it
That was
when,
great. I played that for fucking hours.
Yeah, the demo for £20 for Ground Zero. I smelled the bullshit. I thought that something's going wrong here. What's going on? Well, and then I realised, they're releasing this because someone's lost his nut, and that's what happened. That's what I think.
I heard that I'll be honest. I made it through the tutorial.
That was the best level. Because that was fucking mental.
It was mental. The bit where you're basically on your hands and knees crawling for...
You're escaping from the
I think it was 10 hours of gameplay. I'm not certain.
The hospital, do you mean?
Yeah, you're crawling along, and then there's some kind of weird, kind of ghosty pyro things that I have no idea what they're to do with anything. I was a bit confused. I was thinking, this feels like kind of those Japanese films I used to watch in the 90s that I had no idea what was going on. And I'm like, why is that? Why is there a tentacle there? I don't get it. It was very... I got to the first mission. I got to the first mission, then I uninstalled it.
I thought that... See, I'm going to disagree with you, though, because that first opening, which is in Cyprus, by the way, big up my Cypriot brothers, that was the best time I had in the game. Because
that was proper Metal Gear.
That was Metal Gear.
That worries me a massive amount, because that was... I've never been... I'll be honest with everybody. Everyone who knows this. I think Metal Gear's always been rubbish. And it was like, I got a free copy of it. I was like, okay, give it a go. No.
But if you think the previous ones were rubbish, then you might like this game. Like, that's what
Maybe,
I
because if you like Splinter Cell, you'll love this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't into that Splinter Cell thing either.
The problem with this game is just that it gives you this big open world, and you have little missions where you've got to kind of infiltrate or rescue or do something like that, and you're playing Sam Fisher. That's what you're doing. It's okay. Here's your target in the center of this compound. You've got to get into it. You can do whatever you want. You can go all the way around it. You can circle it. You can go in through various different ways. You can use different bits of kit. You can use silent sniper rifles. You can use tasers. You can just sneak. You can use melee combat. It's Sam fucking Fisher. It's not. It's not Solid Snake or any other Snake.
No, it's not. I can walk you through the Shadow of Moses first level off by heart. I know I'm going to come from the left. I know I'm going to duck down to the right, and then there's going to be two big boxes. There's going to be a guard walking from the left.
You don't have to do this now.
No, I don't have to. But I mean, that sticks in my head. That sticks in my head because even that first mission, after 20 years of playing that game, whenever it got released, I remember that mission. I played this game a few months ago. I can't remember one good. Maybe the fight with the only thing this had was that beautiful lady. What was her name?
Underage.
The Quiet. Oh, God, she's definitely. If there's I don't know, John, if there's a most beautiful character of competition, like
I think that's probably a dangerous field to start opening up.
She's the one for this year.
Seriously, but you should have seen him at fucking Birmingham this year.
Oh my God.
When he saw Quiet cosplay, poor boy couldn't pick his jaw up off the floor.
Oh bless.
Do you remember when Chung Li winked at me?
Yeah, she went winky, mate. She had a twitch. It's like spasm, maybe.
Like a form of Tourette's, or maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, what did anyone else think? Disappointed like me about this game?
I think pretty much looking at the list here, I think everyone disliked Metal Gear Solid 5. No.
Halo 5.
Anybody like it? There you go.
Tick.
I mean,
Halo
what was
5.
that? Are we?
Is there not more of a disappointment if Halo 5, because obviously that was like one of the biggest releases of the year, does it not count class as more of a disappointment if it was shite?
No,
which I have no idea if it was, but
I refuse to waste breath on this, but it just felt like a game that came out 10 years before the original Halo, reskinned with HD graphics.
Oh, really?
It just felt awful to play.
How long was it, Clarky?
What was that?
How long was the campaign?
I think I finished it in under 3 hours.
It's disgraceful.
Wow. Has 87 maps though?
That sounds
I haven't
Yeah.
I haven't played any of them.
No, neither have I.
a 3-hour campaign sounds fucking brilliant.
It does.
Well,
Sound good.
yeah.
It would if that campaign was tight, well written, scripted.
Oh yeah,
action.
it was just one disappointment after the other. It's like the end of the first mission. It makes it look like you're about to stumble into a kind of boss fight. No, it's just a video sequence that plays out.
There's the problem with it being the biggest disappointment was that the hype for it was so massive, and you have to talk about this a little bit. They did a really good job on the marketing, but the marketing was nothing about what was in the game. There was nothing. There was this big marketing thing about how it was going to be Chief versus what's his name, Clarky, Locke, and how it's you were expecting this big sort of action.
That was brilliant, wasn't it? The betrayal.
Oh, the betrayal was brilliant. So there was this big thing about how when you were going into the game with all the hype up to it, all the advertising campaigns, the podcasts, everything else they put out, which were brilliant, really, really good. Were going on about how Master Chief turned his back on Earth and has done all, and that boils down to a cutscene. This is no spoiler because it's right at the beginning of the game, by the way, guys, where Master Chief is basically on the phone, and somebody says, he says, "I know where Cortana is. She's on this planet over there. I'm going to go and get her." And the bloke goes, "No, actually, we'd like you to come back, please." And he goes, "Yeah, I'm not going to do that," and then just puts the phone down. And that's his moment of ultimate betrayal. And it's delivered in that kind of way. It is the most. It is agonising to play this game, and all I kept thinking about playing through this game was, I really, really wish the game, the levels are okay. They're a bit basic, a bit boring, a bit bland, but if they'd just given me the Destiny moveset, I would have probably enjoyed it 100 times more, because those characters, it felt like you were playing original Doom. It felt that heavy.
That's it, exactly.
That clunky. It felt like you were kind of, I'm going to strafe to the left, I'm going to strafe to the right. I can't really look up and down, even though you can. It doesn't really feel like you can. It was such a clunky shit.
They finally added downside aiming into it as well, which is
that's good.
Kind of offset, as seemingly every weapon you can pick up if you don't aim down the sight seems to have some sort of like heat-seeking function to it. So all you really need to do is fire in the general direction an enemy was, and you can guarantee the bullets would hit it.
It's a kind of GoldenEye kind of style.
Yeah, but it still even refuses to bend to sort of convention. So there is no what I would class as normal controller layout for this game. So there's nothing where like you pull the left trigger in, you look down the sights, you pull the right trigger, you fire. There's none of that shit. You can't get out to work. I got well confused because they've got this thing called zoom. And they put that on the left trigger, and I'm thinking, wicked. So now I can zoom, and I was pulling the zoom, and I was pulling the right trigger, pulling the zoom, and nothing was happening. It just kept fucking up all the time. I kept coming out as it turns out zoom is for your binoculars, and of course you can't fire when you've got your binoculars equipped. And it's
I think that's just your fault, to be honest.
No, mate, it's a fucking crap game.
Right, enough about that. Enough about that.
On a related note, I have a copy of Halo 5 for sale if anyone's interested.
And I've got one for sale as well, except it's a digital copy, so you'll have to buy my entire account, but it's worth it.
Okay, right. Rock Band 4's set list was absolute shit, but I guess none of you lot are that interested in Rock Band 4.
Don't worry, can you import all the Rock Band 3s?
You can now.
One song at a time?
No, you can now. It's all right. It's $11.99. You can get all those tracks back. And
what?
I mean,
so you have to pay to get back tracks that you'd already bought?
No, to import it off the disc. They've been doing this since Rock Band 2.
Oh, they used to do that, didn't they? Where you had to pay like a $5 for the unlock.
So Rock Band 2 stuff that you've exported from Rock Band 2 into Rock Band 3, that's going to come soon, and stuff that you exported from Rock Band 1 into Rock Band 2 is going to come soon, and all your DLC should come and whatever.
What about the DLC that's like not on the disc DLC that you've actually bought?
Yeah, that should be there if it's properly licensed for.
Do you have to pay the $11.99 for that?
No, that's there.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine.
The Rock Band for the 3, it's $11.99 to get all of the songs that are on the Rock Band 3 disc into. Rock Band 4.
Yeah, I'm following you now. Yep, that's all right.
And that's all right, but that only happened in the last couple of days. I mean, I've actually gone and bought the drums and the cymbals because
I kind of thought you might.
Because there's no support for my Roland for my because the MIDI adapter that I bought doesn't work in it. Anyway, and whatever, but it's all right. It's good for laugh.
Did you try Guitar Hero live?
I did not, but I was interested by the change of buttons.
Yeah, concept kind of.
Apparently, it's getting better press than I thought it would. So you might want to have a look.
Well, it might have a better bloody set list because the set list of Rock Band 4 was fucking atrocious.
You can pick it up with the guitar for about £40 now.
But I wonder if that's just me getting old and not knowing any of the bands.
Who's this Bieber guy?
Yeah, he's the biggest disappointment of mine.
Right, okay, so I'm definitely not putting... Rock Band 4 is definitely not going to win a big disappointment of the year. So we've had Battlefront, Metal Gear Solid 5 and Halo 5. Any others?
Can I just ask Beastie about Overwatch? Because I'm really looking forward to Overwatch.
What is Overwatch?
I don't need to go on about it too much, Beastie, but just why?
I'd say at the moment, both the press and the fans around it are grossly overestimating how good this game is.
What the hell is Overwatch? I've never heard of it.
Overwatch is a game from Blizzard. Have you heard of Blizzard, John? You heard of Blizzard?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Have you heard of Blizzard, Pet?
Pet won't.
Yeah, they make Warcraft, do they?
Yeah, there you go. Back of the net.
Bloody well. Have you played Orcs versus Humans?
Rocks versus humans.
Orcs.
No,
It's a bit like the Greeks versus the Persians, mate.
Oh, I'll be all over that.
There you go.
We'll destroy them.
Oh, brilliant. Overwatch is all it can be described as is a Team Fortress 2 clone.
Yeah.
Is the best description of it.
Team Fortress 2. Oh, yeah.
The reason, Vimesy, I don't think I say it's not. It's kind of mean because it's not even out yet. I'm playing in the alpha. It's. I guess I'm kind of giving it like kind of additional dislike because of the fact that people are overhyping it. Play Team Fortress 2. It's a better game. It's a simple fact, and the fact they're charging for it is insane.
Yeah, but you've put like
700
800 hours into Team Fortress 2.
Yeah.
So
Whoa, that's crazy.
yeah, BC likes TF2.
I do like it. But trust me, I was not approaching it. It wasn't trying to be mean. I'm just like, this is clearly a Team Fortress 2 rip-off. I mean, some of the things are so ridiculously, blatantly rip-offs. They're like, oh, that person can rocket jump. Oh, this person can build turrets. And this person can build teleporters. Isn't that interesting? And it's like, I guess it's in the same way that when they did the whole WoW from EverQuest type thing, they could get away with it. Now it's like, well, Team Fortress 2 is free. What do you
I think that they got part of it is obviously they've got a bigger character set, and it does change up a little bit. I don't know. I've heard a lot of good things from press that I tend to respect. So I'm still.
They are
self-fulating. I'm
at
just
the moment.
disappointed that this is on your list. That's all.
Sorry, I'm more kind of like, just don't. Maybe just.
I'm just going to have to get myself. I'm going to have to beg somebody for an alpha code. If I knew anybody who's in the games industry, I'd probably do
for
that.
fuck's sake.
What?
I will. Vimesy, I will try and get you.
Loves you.
Right, okay, so
I've
Battlefront,
missed Beastie.
Metal Gear Solid 5 or Halo 5?
Halo 5.
Halo 5.
Metal Gear Solid 5, unfortunately.
That's 2 to 1. Beastie,
As I've not played Halo 5 and I played Metal Gear Solid 5, it's kind of a bit mean, so I have to say Metal Gear Solid 5 as well, but I wasn't disappointed because I knew it would be crap.
John has the casting vote.
My casting vote is Metal Gear Solid 5 because there was more words in his description of it that I didn't understand than Halo.
That's true.
God.
Fair enough. Okay.
Right, okay. Let us... shall we have a very quick 5 minutes?
Sure.
Because it's been a long while.
John needs a fag.
This is a new concept to you, Pet. We have breaks in this show because, well, we certainly in the early days we went long and then we had nothing else to talk about. We seem to have an awful lot to talk about.
Yeah, well, we're just going to... I mean,
That's
it's
okay.
it's 9:30 now, so we just need to decide what we're going to cut off now.
Yeah, that's true.
That.
Yeah.
So we'll have 5 minutes and we'll be back very shortly. Right, we're back. You wouldn't believe the conversation we just had. It was unreal and involved Pet and Beastie. But
Hot stuff.
but it was wasted because it wasn't being recorded. Right, elephant in the room. Not Clarky this time. Star Wars is released in not many days' time.
Oh, one day.
Is
Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow at midnight.
Well, tomorrow night.
Which, is it the 7th one, is it?
No, it's the fourth one. Again.
Yep.
You're being
Yes.
mean now, John. You're being mean.
Yes, it's the 4th one, which is the 7th overall.
Right,
What?
yes. No, no. It is the
No,
seventh.
it is episode 7.
And it's the seventh one overall, which is the only time that's going to happen. In fact, until you get to the 8th and then the 9th, so ignore that.
Oh, yeah, of course it is, yeah.
You thought the last conversation was confusing.
Yeah. Sorry, I've just had a bag of Frazzles and now my tongue's Fizzing.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. I don't know what to say about it. Is it going to be shit? Is it going to be good? Are we looking forward to it?
It's going to be fucking amazing.
I'm getting more and more excited. I'm getting proper... And I never get excited, as you well know. I'm getting really excited.
I was kind of having a few little squee moments over some of the comments that were coming out about it today.
Yeah, it was quite positive.
What? I know. Yeah. Don't tell me nothing. I don't want to know nothing.
I suppose it's just the reaction's been positive so far, is what I can say, is what you can take from it. Though, when they're invited for the premiere, they're probably going to be more positive, I would think, as opposed to being arse-hats about walking out like, oh, shit. Worse for weather.
Apparently Dumbledore dies.
Apparently so.
I understand.
Who'd have thought Jar Jar was the one in the background pulling the strings?
I understand that George Lucas has been having a bit of a moan that they didn't want him involved.
I'm not surprised. Look at
that's
the
why they
prequels.
paid you. That's why you paid all that money and said, "Fuck off, leave it alone."
He must have just finished counting his money and decided to make a comment about it.
Maybe.
But it's like, you sold it. You can't sell someone's bike. You sell a bike to someone and say, "Oh, well, I still want to use it every other day."
Well, he did sell elements that he still had some kind of executive rights as well. He could still veto stuff, I believe, and things like that. Is my understanding, but I don't know. I'm sure. I mean, it's a good thing that he's kind of out of the project now. But I'm just really looking forward to it. I really hope. I'm going to the 12:01 showing.
Really?
Oh, brilliant!
I'm not.
So this time tomorrow, I will be preparing to go to the cinema.
I haven't even thought about how I'm going to go and watch it. I don't really want to watch it in Peterborough because, frankly, the Showcase Cinema in here is not the best.
I'm going to a little tiny theatre called the Little Theatre in Bath on opening day to watch it. It's going to be lovely because it's the kind of place where they serve you coffee and tea.
But have they got proper sound and screen?
It's proper lush, and you get nice, proper big chairs that you can.
I'm not interested in the chairs. We had this conversation on Twitter the other day. You're polluting your daughter's mind by showing her Empire Strikes Back on DVD, for fuck's sakes. Get the goddamn Blu-ray.
You find me a Blu-ray version of the original unedited version, and I will.
To be fair, this is probably how Beastie feels about watching Blu-rays on his 4K TV.
That's true.
Is the film in 2D?
Both.
Oh,
3D and 2D.
Oh, I don't like watching 3D films in the cinema.
You're correct, Pat. Oh, anywhere.
Oh, anywhere, yeah, especially in the cinema.
Porn's good.
It's crap. Oh, they just film it in 2D or 1D.
1D is my favourite.
That'd be amazing.
It's called a photograph.
In order for me to go and see it, I'll be donning the riot gear and going to Blackburn.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
I should point out, I'm seeing the 12:01 with a friend of mine, and then the same day I'm going with work in the afternoon.
Really?
Oh my
god.
Well, I hope it's good then.
So you'll be spending the second showing kind of with your mouth gagged and able to
no, man! I cannot wait. They've already kind of sat in the office, kind of like you. Like I don't want to even look at you because you'll look in a certain way that I'll know, and I'll know that you know. So I'm looking forward to being there.
Are you watching it in Brighton?
Yeah.
What? How much are the prices in the Odeon then?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, God.
Have you been down there then, Pet?
I went to university in Brighton.
Oh, did you?
Oh,
that's
yeah,
an
buddy.
awful lot.
Jesus,
come
Banana.
full
Have you gone
circle.
Banana Club? Have you gone? Have you gone?
I don't think. Yeah, probably you would have done when I was younger. Probably.
Yeah, it's closed down now. But I think I heard rumours it's opening again. Banana. That was a well good club. But I was just wondering if you're going to watch it twice, you're going to spend 30 quid.
Well, that work's paying for the second one.
Oh.
That's why, John, you wanted him on this show. I'm just saying.
I know. I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering when Monkey News is. I'm been looking forward to that. Okay. Right. We're talking of Monkey News. Pet, are you going to go and watch this? Are you in any way interested? Bearing in mind, I have to say one of my highlights of the year was listening to you recount the story of Star Wars on your podcast.
Oh, thank you, sir. No, it was a very.
I don't think it's a compliment, pal. To be honest.
Was it like when you get those kind of like 6-year-olds describing the story or kind of thing?
It's worse.
Yeah.
They get it right.
He described you remember the Tauntauns from Empire Strikes Back?
Of course, yeah.
Pet described them as a seahorse with 2 strong legs.
Beastie,
I thought you might go snow camel.
Beastie, what you have to understand is Pet, for some reason, could only watch the film 10 minutes at a time.
Yeah, my attention span is I can't handle that.
Do you like film?
Films?
Yeah.
He likes Top Gun.
Oh, I love Top Gun.
He has
I
to
love
watch that
Tom
in
Cruise.
three episodes.
No, I watched that all the way through. I love 80s films. Yeah, 80s. Yeah.
80 slightly camp films.
They're not camp.
Top Gun is.
It's,
It is. I'm sorry, it is.
Pat, come on, mate. Really?
It's
Volleyball?
It's 90 minutes of
Locker room?
I don't watch that many films. I watch. No, I don't watch films now. I like some 80s films. I like the classics. I like 80s films,
But not Star Wars.
I'm not going to go watch this in the cinema. I don't want to go to the cinema ever again. I've had bad experience in the cinema.
Right, what? What's happened in the cinema?
I just got mugged, basically.
You got mugged, literally mugged.
No,
or like
till.
Oh, I see.
You know, Odeon mugged it.
It's just hence the question about getting stitched up. Okay.
Yeah, I went with. Guess how much I paid me and another person.
Your uncle.
£74.
No, not that much. No, I paid £45, I think, and I got 2 cinema tickets and one and 2 drinks. And I thought, this is just why on earth? Like, I don't know who killed the cinema business, but someone killed it.
Yeah, just to put that in perspective, I went to see Jurassic World with me, myself, and 5 kids. We all got a huge tray full of snacks each, and it came to £46.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not lying.
But you live up the north, don't you, Cluggy?
I tweeted the picture.
Everything's cheaper up here.
I tweeted the picture of the receipt. So, no, I'm definitely not going to watch Star Wars. It's ridiculous. I'd rather pay £40 a year and watch it on Netflix when it comes out in like 2 years.
See, Pat?
James Bond?
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that was all right. But
That's
no, I'm not. Even if it was for free, not for free, but even if it was like a normal price, I wouldn't go and watch. I can't watch a Star Wars in the cinema for 2 hours. I can't watch it that way. I won't enjoy it.
I think it's over 2 hours.
Well, I can't watch it more than.
So it's 135 minutes.
Oh, cool.
I'll start more than half an hour. I will struggle. I need to take a break. And
maybe you can ask them to stop it every sort of 15, 20 minutes. So you know
It's not. That's why I don't watch that many films. Like, I just like today. I watched a really good documentary about some octopus and that stuff like that. I like.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
Was James Bond in it?
No.
Boom, boom.
It's just octopus that they fish just north of Africa.
Is this the one that predicted the World Cup scores?
No. I like watching half an hour of this and that, but I can't watch a 2 hours Star Wars film. No. But Harrison Ford's in it, so maybe I like Harrison Ford.
He's also in Star Wars.
Sorry, hang on. This is a documentary about an octopus with Harrison Ford in it.
No. Harrison Ford's in Star Wars, so I might watch it because
there's seahorses in it
I like Harrison Ford
with big, strong legs.
No, there's no seahorses in it. It was just showing you how to fish them. They bring them out with like.
It was a fishing show.
No, it's just.
It sounds like it doesn't sound like an octopus documentary or marine, but it sounds like that. This is how you capture octopus.
Well, he showed you how they captured them.
I'm just having a hard time imagining you sort of led there on your silk sheets watching an octopus documentary.
Mate, if you saw how they caught them, you would be
really
shocked.
Not.
They caught them in pots.
Like a lobster?
No, like a...
That's
like
a cage.
Like a plant pot.
Yeah, like how they catch lobster.
In a pot?
No, it's more of, a lobster pot is more of a cage, fam.
Yeah. Oh, like a vase. They catch them in vases.
In a vase.
It doesn't. Anyway, I don't watch. No, I'm not.
You don't use the correct fine china. They don't go for it.
Yeah, what would you say was your favourite film ever, Pep?
My favourite film ever would have to be Back to the Future, the first one.
Okay,
well, that's acceptable.
Lucky Pete's not on here.
I like that, and I like Ghostbusters, the first one. What else do I like? Rocky 4.
Are we all looking
the first one?
Rocky 4?
Rocky 4, the first one.
Are we all looking forward to Ghost Bitches next year?
Oh no!
Clarky.
Why did they do that? Why didn't they just have the old cast back?
Because they're
Because
dead.
one of them's dead for a start.
It really
they
would be
can-
Ghostbusters.
I
No,
think
but they can replace
Hot
Igor
got
with.
appearances, don't they?
No, but they could pay tribute to Igor and hire like maybe
Wow.
a younger guy.
Igor.
You mean Egon?
Egon, yeah.
Igor.
Yeah.
One of my favourite movies of all time.
Of course, yeah, nailed it.
No, I'm a bit disappointed that I just wanted to see. There was always rumours that Murray was going to do like the new film. I'm just disappointed that it's not the original cast. I mean, you know.
I think it
Don't
would be
turn-
alright. Have you seen that cast, like Bridesmaids? And I saw a great. That
Well,
Melissa
this is Tom's
McCarthy
favourite
is
movie of all
funny
time.
as fuck.
To be fair, given the context of the movie, they could factor Egon back into it, really, couldn't
No
they?
spoilers, please.
I got nothing. There's nothing against the cast. I mean, it could be a cast of all young fellas, but I just want to see the old.
Which
cast,
you'd
you know.
prefer.
No, I wouldn't. No, I just mean it's not because it's women or anything like that. I mean, I'm sure they're very nice, funny women, but I just want to see the original cast.
But one of them's
No,
dead.
I understand what Pet's saying. I was also got quite frustrated that they changed the car design to some shit design, which pissed me off.
Yeah.
Well, I just don't think it's not going to be Ghostbusters as we know it, is it? It's
No,
going
it's
to be
not.
Bridesmaids' version of Ghostbusters, which is all right. I mean, Bridesmaids is possibly one of the finest films ever made.
Oh,
in
there
my-
we go.
The Ghostbusters is squishy female problems.
But shall we just go quickly back to Star Wars? How is Harrison Ford in this film? What does he do?
Oh, for
What-
He's
fuck's
Han
sake.
Solo. He's the
Haven't
same
seen
character
any-
he is in the other Star Wars.
He's just a wee bit older.
Yes. It's set like 40 years after the end of Return of the Jedi.
Did they
the sixth film.
So did they wait till he aged to that age?
Yes.
It's just
Yes.
a massive coincidence. They thought, oh, now's absolutely the right time to do another show, another film, because Harrison Ford's hit a certain age.
He's at the right age.
no,
Carrie Fisher's off the drugs, so that's...
no, that's you must be joking.
No, to be
No,
fair,
no, we're not.
It was probably a case of we need to get them back for this while they're still
Still alive.
available.
Yeah, so they just wrote a film around their age.
What basically
Sam
happened?
Rockwell.
What basically happened was
Oh my God.
Disney bought Star Wars, and
Yeah.
they want to make money, and here we are.
And make a lot of people happy as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Because that's what
This is their major
Disney
thing,
are in the business of making people happy.
that's absolutely right. Yeah.
especially their chief execs.
And it sounds like they're going to.
Make a
Let's
lot
hope
of
so.
money.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm more excited about Independence Day too.
Oh,
I
for-
can't believe I found out about that the other day. I can't believe they're making it.
Have you not watched the trailer for it?
I refuse to watch it.
Oh no, it's really good. It's kind of done to the president's speech from the original.
Yeah, and they got the guy back.
Oh.
The guy, the
Jeff Goldblum, you talked about
Jeff.
him the other day, mate.
Yeah, Jeff.
The
they got
Fly.
Jeff back. The Fly. And
The Fly.
apparently,
Well, it's an 80s film, isn't it?
yeah, he's film, and apparently, Will Smith, his actress is in that film as well.
Will Smith, what?
The actress.
The stripper wife.
What?
Did you call her Did you say Will Smith bitch?
No,
Do
I
you mean,
didn't
do
say.
you mean Will
I
Smith's
didn't say
wife
that.
from the first film?
No, yeah.
It's
Or are you
triple
talking
life.
about Jada Pinkett?
His actress wife is back in it as well.
Okay. The one from
So,
the
do-
film?
do you
or
mean
the
his
real
actual
life
wife?
one?
No.
His the actress. who
The
played
actress
his
who
wife.
played for fuck's sake.
God
Yeah, that's
almighty.
right, Bet.
She's back in this film playing the same role.
Oh,
Apparently.
that's good. That's good. That's good.
Yes.
No Will Smith in it though.
No,
So
apparently they show how he died, isn't it, Clarky?
Whoa!
They don't show how he dies. Where on earth did you get that from?
This is Jesus Christ. If this was
No,
Star Wars, right now I'd be coming to your house.
Oh yeah. Apparently,
But it's not Star Wars, is it?
No, sorry.
It's
yeah.
Independence Day 2. No one cares.
they aren't getting him back in no small part due to his required fee was about 1/4 of the 200 million budget.
Yeah.
Just pay it and
You're
get him
buying
back.
class, you know.
You got to have Will Smith
I like
back.
Will Smith. He's probably third on my all-time list of.
Anyway, this all goes back to I like the fact that Harrison Ford's back in it. I don't like the fact that the princess is back in it. She's
Oh, get the fuck out!
we've
Why?
discussed this, and she just aged a lot. And
Would you
They all
say?
age the same?
Would
When they
you
get into
say
double
one's
figures,
aged
Pet
more than
goes
the
off
other?
them.
so I didn't quite understand that question. There, say that again.
No, never mind. The moment's passed.
Oh, okay. I don't know if is Luke Skywalker back in this film or not.
Yes.
Yeah, if he is. If everyone knows he is. It's not a secret.
But I do now.
You are lying.
I haven't watched a single fucking trailer since trailer 2.
Yeah, and he was in trailer 2.
He wasn't in trailer 2. Oh,
Yeah,
thanks, Clarky. Thank you, fucking Mr. Spoiler King.
You see his
It's not a
hand on
spoiler
R2.
that he's
Every
in it.
fucking week he does this.
You
It's
see
not
his
a
hand.
spoiler.
Oh yeah, Fallout 4. I'll spoil that for you and all.
Oh God! You see his hand in the trailer
Oh, his hand!
How do you know
Oh, well,
it's
that's
his hand?
good.
How do you know it's his hand?
because it's a robot hand.
I'm gonna kill him.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Vimes, you watched the trailer.
I watched the second one. I didn't realise it was him. Thanks for that.
How do you
Well,
know
who
it's a
the hell
robot?
did you think? Oh, wait,
Jesus, you couldn't wait one
it
and a
might-
half
To be
days.
fair, it might not have been him.
Oh, but
But how do you know a robot hand? A robot hand looks.
To
like
be
a
fair,
human
he
hand?
isn't in any of the trailers.
No,
Not in face. You don't see his face.
no, true.
So it could be a double bluff.
so Clarky's had
What does he
Vimes,
look like
you're
now
such
in
a
real life?
bitch about this, aren't you?
What does he look like in real life? Does he look alright?
looks like Luke Skywalker, but a bit older.
Yeah.
Has he got like? Is he like Harrison Ford's kept a nice body? Has he?
Fuck me.
It's a bit more rough.
Don't ask that, John. You never know.
Pet, you know Joker from the Arkham games?
Yep.
Yeah, that's Luke Skywalker's voice.
Yeah. Well, what does he look like though?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I thought you were going to say he looks like the Joker.
Have you ever seen
Pat,
Wing
gonna say.
Commander? What do you mean? What does he look like? You've at least seen Star Wars, the first
No,
one.
what does he look like now? So I know what he's
Clarky,
going to look like in the film. Does
Can
he
you
look
just
like?
tell,
Is he big?
just tell
Is he
Pet the
small?
usual, will you? Just
Right, Pet, Google it.
His
Google-
name's
Google-
Mark Hamill.
The only reason I'm asking is because if he looks, I know Disney and the way Hollywood works. If he bless his heart, has eaten like 50 pies every day since Star Wars 3, then they're not going to have him in the film.
It's Star Wars 3, as it's known.
I've slipped my wrist 50 times since Star Wars 3. I don't know.
If he's kept his nice body, I bet you they'll have him back in this film.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fuck
I bet
me.
you that's how Hollywood works. It's all about looks for them.
Yeah, but Carrie Fisher.
You
had
just
put,
slated Carrie Fisher, yeah.
Carrie Fisher had put some weight on, but they told her to lose some weight. That's what
Yeah,
actors
she
do.
took
It
loads of
should-
drugs.
I don't even know who Carrie Fisher is. Who's
Princess Leia.
Who's Harry Fisher?
Did you say Harry?
Yes.
Fucking hell.
It's an accident.
Oh.
Yeah, but
To be fair, he'll probably
I
get
didn't
away
say
with
I didn't say her body's gone bad.
the Jedi robes are very flattering.
That is true. They are.
How do you get to live in this at your age in this world without having seen Star Wars? I can't understand it.
I've seen 4, 5, and 6.
No.
Yeah, a couple of months ago.
Yeah. I don't know. It's never interesting.
All I can say is Mark Hamill is now 35 years older. That's what he is.
So he's about 45.
He's still a good looking man.
Oh,
He's
Jesus.
about 45.
55.
No, it'd be
Can we
older than
move
that.
on?
Let's look. That's a good point. Should we look to the future?
Look to the future.
Let's look to the future. Right, I am in the process of trying to specking out a new PC to get ready for Oculus.
Oh.
I don't need a new PC, but fuck it.
You need to talk to Pet about Oculus because he's had such good experience.
Jesus Christ.
I've tested it with a developer.
No, you had a development kit.
Yeah, and
Was he
Yeah,
a developer?
well, he had to say he was to get the kit. No, he's just my mate Will.
He had to tick a box.
Just my mate Will.
He's just my mate Will. But no, he had to. We got the developer's kit and we tested it.
How
But
did
it
that
was-
work out for you?
Oh, really bad. Oh my god, he doesn't know much about computers, and I don't know much. And all I'm going to say was, like when you have your desktop screen on your PC,
Uh-huh.
and then you got the game in front of you,
Yes.
and you got a mouse
Yes.
with an arrow on it.
We're going back to
It was-
basics.
yeah.
I had the game on the screen, and I had the desktop on the Oculus, and I had to move the mouse. It was the dizziest shit I've ever seen in my life. I had to move the mouse on the Oculus. It was mental. It was absolutely mental.
Okay. You probably need to swap the displays. That was probably the problem.
Yeah, we couldn't get it. Every time we swapped it was upside down. It's buggy as hell. It's
But they tried to play Elite.
Right.
trying
Anyway,
to play Lee. Yeah.
right. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I'm thinking of specking out a new PC because I think my Mac's just not going to do it. And as I said many times, it's a pain in the arse having a PC graphics card in the Mac. What graphics card would one buy?
Very expensive one.
Is a 980 Ti at 550 quid ridiculous overkill?
Yeah, 970 would do you.
I've got a 670 now. Are they not similar?
You could probably get away with it.
A 980 to a 670, the difference is huge.
No, yeah, I know a 980 Ti is going to be, I mean, that's just less than a Titan, isn't it? But I don't know. I don't know. I've kind of got an opportunity, one shot at it. I might as well do it fucking
then
properly.
why don't you just wait until you see what the specs are going to be for?
Well, I know what the specs are, and it's under that, but I've
but
got it in my mind that I want to do more PC gaming. Not that I've got any.
Are you
time.
committed to Oculus then? Is that the route you're going to go down?
Are you not? It's
I
going to be
mean,
amazing.
I can't imagine how good LOL will look on Oculus.
Have you seen that Eve trailer? Eve.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying. What I'm talking about here.
Played it.
I am a full and absolutely paid up subscribed member of the VR club. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm just good. I've literally got my supply of sick bags at the ready.
Gimmick.
Fuck off. And
Bingo.
my question is more about the platform. So are you convinced on the Oculus rather than say the Vive?
What the fuck is the Vive?
Oh,
No.
Valve's version. Valve's
I
version
did not
of
know.
VR.
I did not know such thing. Maybe if there was a weekly
Oh,
podcast
mate.
that would teach me about
you
this
want to
sort
go
of
check
thing.
this shit out, because this is the one where they've got remote kind of separate, what do you want to call them, laser emitters that sit in each corner of your room
Well, to be
help
fair, though,
motion tracking and stuff.
to be fair, it's a Valve product, so it probably won't be
Won't
out for
work.
the 76,000 years.
And when it comes out, it won't work. You'll be disappointed. You'll send it back, and I'll charge you fucking 40 quid for the privilege.
Hold on, John. Do you have? John, can I call you Johnny or
Johnny?
Who
Just
are
call us
you
Johnny.
talking to, mate? There's two
You.
Johns here.
No, I'm Vimesy.
number one John?
That's me.
No, number two.
Don't call me Johnny, please.
Okay,
Johnny
John.
number two.
Do you have a PS4? Or,
I have
a PS4?
a PS4. I used to have
Well,
two.
Okay. Why not? There's a third option. Why not
God.
not upgrade your PC and buy PlayStation 4's VR version, which is called PlayStation VR?
Yeah.
So I thought I was going to say the other word, but they changed it. Why not buy that? That would be cheaper for you.
I never
And
play
you'll
on my.
enjoy it.
I never play on my PS4.
John won't buy something because it's cheaper.
Yeah, that's very true.
Never make that mistake, Pat.
I am skint now, though. I'm even smoking roll-ups nowadays.
Did you sell the
dirty
Porsche?
bastard?
I did manage to sell the Porsche. Yeah.
What about the Jag? You've still got the Jag?
No, I've still got the Jag. I wanted to buy.
good man,
I've been eyeing up a Range Rover, but I just can't afford it.
Oh God, no! City Fort with 4-wheel drive.
Well, now he's living in the country now, isn't he?
Yeah,
Just in
he's
case the mud slightly veers onto the road.
Oh, of course, yeah. I can't forget that.
So
Hang on,
it's definitely not even an option for you. Then you're not going to look at it.
No,
No, there's
okay,
no game.
PC.
I don't play on my console. The trouble, Pet, is right. Okay, if I have a bit of time to play a video game,
Yeah.
I could go and sit in my 7.1 surround sound den with my projector and play on a console. But
Yeah.
when it comes to it, the door to that room is right next to the door to my office. And the trouble I have is that I know that if I go into my office and open the PC, if I double click the TeamSpeak 3 option, I will be able to speak to my friends on TeamSpeak 3, and therefore I end up playing PC games more than.
But you're not
likely
going to
League
speak
of
to them
Legends.
with your virtual set on, are you?
Why not? I could play DayZ in virtuality.
Oh, God, I was waiting for that one.
I don't know. I never thought about it that way.
I just can't get over the.
You should come on the TeamSpeak server, Pet. You'd have a whale of a time.
No.
I don't have a computer.
You don't need a computer. There's a TeamSpeak 3 app for the iPad. I often join the TeamSpeak 3 server from my iPhone in my car while I'm driving. Just sit there.
And you think him singing Persona 4 songs is geeky?
Yeah. No, just to go back on topic, the thing with the VR I can't get over. I know gaming's meant to be immersive and everything, but I just can't get around the fact I'm going to have something completely obscuring my view to the outside world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
But to be fair, you live up north. If you want to obscure your view, I can't think of a better place.
Clarky, it's not though, because you just look down at your nostrils and you can see your feet.
What?
I've never.
They're not actually your feet.
Yeah, to be fair, Petro, I've never actually.
Clark hasn't seen his feet for years.
Yes, God, fuck's sake. I've never, without the use of a mirror, I've never actually seen my nostrils.
Yeah, how do you see your own nostrils?
You look down at your nose, is what I mean. You look down at your nose and you see the gap, unless it fits like a glove, but it's not going to fit like a glove. There's a little gap you can see.
I can't. It just creeps me out a bit.
I'll be honest. I've found these kind of arguments we've had in the office as we're all a bunch of gaming nerds, and it's just for me, it's still like buying a racing seat for a racing game. That's what it is.
I've just sold mine.
Strange.
Of course you have.
Vimesy sat in one.
Yep.
Luckily, it will not be. Will it be big enough to be a replacement kind of airing cupboard / kind of clothes horse?
It's going to be small enough to fit in there.
You make an interesting point, Vimes, Beastie, because you and I, in the break, we were talking about you've got a G-Sync monitor, and I've got my eye on this 34-inch widescreen G-Sync monitor to go with my new PC that I haven't got yet and I can't afford. But do I really want to be buying a new £1,000 worth of screen when I'm hoping
you're going to play LOL on it?
You could still play LOL on it. It just means that you're going to be like, it's just a different fixed camera point of view.
If you play LOL on it, it's just going to look like just how the desktop looked on my screen. It just doesn't work. You get dizzy. It's not good. It's not, if the game's not work,
it sounds a bit like you're buying a huge elaborate house, John, and then living in the garage.
But hold on, fellas, hold on.
Is that a dig at Vimesy or something?
But fellas, what you got to realise is this is not going to solve. This is not for everything. We're not going to go, oh, okay, well, I might as well play Bloodborne on this thing now, and it's going to look awesome. No, it's going to look shy. If the game's not made to be virtual reality, then it's not good. It's not
I agree with Pat. I agree. It's.
I don't know. Are we arguing at the moment, Pat? I'm not sure. I'm going to buy it.
Well, no,
anyway.
I think Vimesy is. I think he somehow thinks it will replace his monitor. He'll be spending.
No. I don't think that. I just think that I can't see why. Because this is the problem, and this is the problem that VR's got to have to overcome: is that people need to try it.
I have tried it, and so it hasn't convinced me.
But the suggestion, Vimesy, that John can. Oh, he doesn't have to. He can buy doesn't have to buy a monitor because he can play it on virtual reality. So I don't think that's going to be.
No. Hang on. I never said he shouldn't buy a monitor. What I said was that with VR. With that specific headset, there would be nothing stopping you just, playing LOL on that if you wanted to. But it won't make the experience virtual reality. It'll just.
I think it'll make the experience worse than playing it on a monitor.
It may well do. I don't. Like I say, it's one of those things. I can't comment. I've never tried it, but I'm just.
It's 3D cinema. It's just a tacky add-on to pay a few quid extra for.
I really believe this is going to make huge inroads.
I think
they wouldn't be
amazing.
piling this much money into it across the board for it to be like that. To have people who've played it and tried it, and the problem I've got with it is, barring Beastie, pretty much everyone I know who's tried it and who's tried a later developed version on things that are specifically made for it has come out ranting about how wonderful it is and how they're now full believers.
Don't get me wrong. I believe that roller coasters are great fun. I don't want to ride a roller coaster every single day. That's the thing for me. Is it's still a theme park attraction, and I've not been convinced otherwise. And it's why
I don't know.
I'm more keen on the HoloLens. For me, that makes way more sense.
Come on, that's like no. I don't. I have to disagree with you there.
On an unrelated topic, aren't we about due another video game crash?
Everyone keeps saying that. I don't think it's going to happen though.
I can't see it. Not when you look at the sales of consoles.
It's just getting bigger and bigger each year. I don't believe that's going to happen. I mean, you've got 90 million people playing League of Legends. It seems really odd that it'll be at a crash point. I just don't see that happening. I think that we're at the stage where some of the bigger companies will suffer some pain from really doing really horrible business decisions and being arseholes.
I don't. Studios maybe might have to downsize the spread, but they're already doing that. So
yeah, it's true. But I don't think it'll be crashing. But no, I think honestly, HoloLens looks like that. This looks great. This is exactly what I want.
Why? What does it do? It's just like the only things I've seen of it.
It does all the things that piss me off about the VR stuff. I'd rather have something. I don't want this is, and I'd say very much that the HoloLens stuff is a great example of the next stage from the kind of the Google Glass.
And you do still have some perception of the outside. Is the point for me?
But also, the idea of it's more holographic than it is VR, which is basically the illusion. I like the idea of it actually being. Imagine a football match being in a three-dimensional space in the middle of the room.
I mean, I like
way
the
more
idea
interesting.
of that. I like the idea of that. I like what they did with the E3 thing with the Minecraft demo, for example, where they put it on the table and it kind of spilled off and all this sort of stuff. But I'm just thinking, you could, if you can do that in HoloLens, why can't you could do that? You know,
can't.
But it's in VR, for example, you're talking about football matches. You could do that. You could have FIFA. And you could be, this bloody great big giant looking down at a football game.
Yeah, but you couldn't have it playing on your coffee table.
No, I wouldn't want it on my coffee table. But yeah, I see what you're saying about the fact that it imposes the real world. But apart from that, I'm not sure.
The HoloLens it's kind of, for me, it's the next stage from the VR thing. It's the next stage.
Whereas I see it's more limiting than VR because you're limited to what your surroundings actually are and what those surroundings will allow you to do with.
But as I say, that's why I think that the VR stuff's limited, because it's the racing chair all over again.
Maybe.
Well, I am.
No, it's a lot smaller than the racing chair.
I'm kind of chuckling to myself, imagining some Man U fans watching a game on a coffee table, and they're all there trying to flick the goal into the opposition's net.
That's the way it should be done in the future, or like a voting system or something.
All right, so some of us are looking forward to VR, some of us are not. What else is coming out? I'm looking forward to Doom. For some reason.
You? Okay.
I don't know why. Just again, maybe with the Battlefront thing. I mean, I'm only buying what's the word? Not superfluous. Superficial, stupid games that can entertain me in brief.
Kind of the Doom kind of campaign reminds me of. Do you remember when they redid Doom? What was it? 10,
Doom 3
15 years ago. Yeah, I guess it would have been, but it feels that kind of vibe again. It's kind of our graphics all shiny, and at the time I was going, it'll be quite interesting, quite change it. Just feel like almost the exact repeat of that for me.
I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know a lot about it. I was just.
Did you?
The nostalgia that got me.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I can.
I mean,
that.
if I can buy that for £20 off a Keysight within a couple of days of it coming out,
you will.
And I've got a shiny new PC that I want to crank it up on. Then
VR, John.
I will be able to play in VR at some point. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't got time for a Fallout 4, but I can snatch time for a bit of Battlefront or a Doom. Anyone else looking forward to anything?
XCOM 2.
Again, I ain't got the time.
XCOM 2. That's the kind of game you can play for half an hour, put it down, come back to another mission.
iPad probably as well, I'd have thought.
Not my iPad. Not my iPad 2, mate. Not a chance. It fucking struggles to Lara Croft Go.
What phone are you using?
5S.
Okay. Is it my 5S by chance? Probably is, isn't it?
It probably is, Beastie. Yes. Yes. XCOM 2. I'm looking forward to Firewatch, which is coming out in February. I'm so excited for Firewatch, which is a narrative-driven first-person kind of game where you play a park ranger.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah. I think I might be underselling it.
Maybe.
Are there picnic baskets in it?
There are picnic baskets. But, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be next year's Game of the Year.
Next year's Game of the Year, okay, it's bold. Everyone knows that'll be the Division anyway.
Then
so.
tell me,
yes, thank you, Beastie.
Tell me about Firewatch. Sorry, you work in a park.
Yeah, so Firewatch is a game where it's a small. Okay, it's kind of.
Wait, he's imagining like a playground park, like.
No, I'm not. I'm imagining a big nature park.
American Yellowstone Park kind of thing. It's in Wyoming.
Hence my picnic basket.
So you've gone through kind of a messy divorce or something like that, and you've taken the job as a park ranger to kind of get away from everything, and you.
This sounds. I mean, you've really. I'm all over this now.
This is fantastic, right? So it's first person. It's beautiful, beautiful art style. You're wandering around, and the only communication you really have with somebody is there's your kind of park ranger leader who is
I remember the trailer for this now. It did look quite interesting.
It's fun. It's going to be amazing. I know it.
It looked in a kind of way that makes it of a kind of maybe a crap action film though. So, but I know what you mean.
No, not at all. I mean, what was great about it was the dialogue. It was very, very humorous. I've seen like the first sort of 10-15 minutes, not first 10-15 minutes, but 10-15 minutes.
It might be scary, Vimesy.
It might well be.
It might be scary. You know
I'm
the rules.
really looking forward to it. I don't really care because it's so funny. The first 15 minutes, the writing was brilliant. But it's got that thing where they're teasing that kind of horror, not possibly horror element, but something's going on. There's a kind of mysterious figure. You can go back to your tower and it's been trashed and you're not sure why. And I'm really, really hyped for that game. Almost as hyped as I am for Star Wars. That kind of hype.
Big hype.
Big hype. Yeah. So that's what Firewatch is. Clarky's looking forward to it, but he's just keeping very quiet.
What are you looking
sorry, I was just looking at some Elite Horizons YouTube videos.
I am tempted to get into Elite. What's Elite
come
Horizons?
on.
It's where you can park.
You can land on planets and drive around.
I thought
on
that
them.
was Star Citizen.
No, Christ, I'm not having this whole discussion. No, the latest expansion for Elite basically allows you to land on uninhabited moons and planets
Drive around
and
on a
basically
buggy.
drive on around.
Isn't that No Man's Sky?
Yeah, basically, so I don't need to buy that now.
All these games are basically the same, aren't they? It's so annoying.
But it just looks all more good Elite goodness, amazing sound effects and everything. John, you really should get into this. I could do with a goose to sort of join my Maverick.
I'll be
Goose to fluff his Maverick.
I'll be your goose, Clark East.
Oh,
So
Yeah, I
no,
don't
you
understand
reckon
Horizons.
Elite over Star Citizen then?
No,
yes,
possibly.
yes.
What about No Man's Sky? I don't understand. It's so difficult.
Nobody does. Ask Pet about No Man's Sky.
We've got Elite's a more complete product at the moment than Star Citizen is.
Yes.
There we go.
I think the Star Citizen, I was talking to one of the guys at work, and he's got a group of friends he plays Star Citizen with, and I think it's about 30 of them in a kind of a guild or clan.
Did they all pay £50,000 for a ship?
They
That
worked
is
out.
mental, isn't it?
No, they have worked out how much they spent combined,
Ouch.
and it is a 5-figure number.
No.
What?
Yeah.
How many of them?
So,
Yeah,
so
I
like
think it is.
I said, John, Elite Dangerous, or Elite Horizons rather.
Does
Yeah.
that include a warthog? Because they're quite expensive.
Yes, of course.
Oh God.
Yeah, I mean, I love the idea of having a warthog on my desk. Is that the right thing? The warthog, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the stick. Yeah. Oh Christ, yes.
Clarky's after a new piece of hot ass.
Oh,
Hot ass.
definitely.
Oh, that's it. It's a hot ass. That's a
Well,
that's a
my-
well-travelled joke, isn't it?
Oh,
On this
yes.
show.
Yeah.
my current setup's basically a flight stick with a built-in throttle, but I don't use the throttle. I use a Razer Nostromo, which Silas kindly gave to me as my kind of second, because the keypad's good for all of the different ship functions you've got. So it's nice just having that on my left hand and the stick in my right.
Right.
Thanks, Bamsy. But no, I think you'd like this because I mean, like just like DayZ, you get a lot of fun out of doing fuck all.
You're never doing fuck all in DayZ.
Yeah,
Fuck all in Elite.
exactly. That was my impression of it, and that seems to be everyone's impression of Elite. So,
Pat, have you ever played DayZ? I'd love for you to play DayZ. Wouldn't that
No.
be amazing?
No, I've never. Is it out on a console or?
No.
I don't know if that will ever.
That PS2
H1Z1.
they put on PSP.
H1Z1 is a PlayStation 3. I think it came out on PlayStation 3. I'm not sure, but that was similar. It's a zombie game, Pet, where
I like zombie games.
It's not as good as Zombies. It's an open world, slow, buggy,
Very slow.
Buggy.
They can't underplay the slow.
slow.
It's not buggies. Hang on. It's not buggy. Zombies are supposed to walk through walls.
In that universe,
They're
they are.
supernatural.
They do. Yeah, it's like ghost buggies. Yeah, it's just don't.
I just
John, just buy Elite.
I just want to expose Pet to all sorts of things. It'd be amazing.
I think he already has been.
Don't say that. No, that's not true.
Get
So,
on track. So we
Apart from Firewatch
bed
Elite,
today.
Uncharted 4, obviously,
Yeah.
Quantum Break, Dishonored 2. Those are the ones on my list, really.
Not too really.
Yes, I like Dishonored.
It was, yeah, but like
Didn't 99% of the people who bought that not actually finish it?
Ask Pat.
Dishonored.
Pat
What was
never
that, sorry?
Pat never finishes games.
Dishonored 2.
Dishonored.
Dishonored 1?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I never played that.
I played about an
Well,
hour and a half.
Yeah, I distinctly remember loving this and playing all of 3 hours of it.
Brilliant. It was good. I liked Dishonored. I played it through twice. It was good.
I don't know where you
PC's
find
gone
the
very,
time,
very
mate.
quiet.
Well, I've got a lot of games I'm looking forward to, fellas.
Yeah,
Oh, go on
then.
Yeah.
Definitely looking forward to Ni no Kuni 2. No, Ni no Kuni 2.
Finish the first one.
I will finish it by the time it goes out. You two fellas know anything about this? I know, Clark.
I so Studio Gimli thing. Please don't talk about it.
Oh, you don't like them?
Is it different from Persona 4? No, actually, don't answer that. Don't answer that question.
Ni no Kuni was that cartoony RPG, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly,
With the Welsh fella.
Yeah, ask Pat to do his accent.
Yes. No, I can't do accents.
No, you really.
No, please do it. Please do the Welsh accent, Pat.
No, you know I can't do it.
Go on.
Oliver, I've got a lantern for a nose. Best I can do. No,
I should point out. I've got family from Wales. That was good.
Yeah, quite an Indian tang to it.
It changes every time for some reason. No, I'm so looking forward to this. I nearly fell off my seat when they announced it. I was fist pumping the air. I was like, yes, I was so happy when they announced that. So I can't wait. Give me a special. The first special edition they did for Ni no Kuni 1 was super. They had some they had Oliver's Wizard book that has all his spells, and they had a really nice version of it. And I hope they do something like this for this one. And it's just a really, really good JRPG game, but it's real time. It's not turn based, unfortunately. But I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to.
Looking forward to it. He's going to finish the first one.
I'm going to finish the first one. I'm so looking forward to The Last Guardian. I can't wait to play that game.
The Last Guardian could be interesting if they actually release it ever.
They must do. Surely they will do. I mean, we've seen why can't they? They've been working on this game for so long. I know. I
think they just do it just to piss you off. I think that's the reason.
They might do. I mean, I loved the first one. I loved Ico. Ico was a bit weird. Is it called Ico or Ico? How's it pronounced?
Ico.
It was a bit weird, but it was good. It was really good.
Ico is great.
Yeah.
Not as good as Shadow Colossus.
And then Shadow of Colossus was fantastic as well. I mean, both of them combined, and you've got this game coming out. Sure, it's going to be awesome.
If it comes out.
I hope it is awesome.
Yeah, if it comes out, it's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Persona 5, but I am a bit worried. I mean, I'm just a bit worried that they won't stay with the same remedy, and they'll try and do something new and maybe mess it up.
The characters older, maybe.
No, the characters, they'll smash it, because after Persona 4 they did Catherine, and the Catherine characters were awesome. I loved that game.
Didn't you take their clothes off in that as well? Wasn't that?
Yeah, but with their consent, not with against their will or anything.
It's just too easy sometimes.
And that game was just amazing. But I just feel a little bit I do feel like they're going to do something stupid and go, oh, it's not turn based anymore. It's real time, and it's this and it's that. And
it's first person shooter with rocket packs.
Yeah, just keep it like Persona 4 for new characters, and this will be one of my favourite games of all time again. But and a little
bold
bit
thing to say, surely.
Well, Persona 4 is my favourite game of all time. So if they do that with a PS4 graphics, then
what if it's exactly the same?
You'd still love it.
Okay.
I'll still love it. Yeah, I just don't change it. It doesn't need to change. It was a great remedy. And then a little bit, I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy 15 as well.
There's just disappointment ahead for you, isn't there?
Well, no, but it's not really, because they're all basically exactly the same. And the reason that I'm bored of those games is because they haven't changed for 30 years. And it sounds like Pet quite likes the consistency of games being the same, hence the upset in Metal Gear Solid 5. So
I've
hang on for him.
Well, with JRPGs, I only started playing them about 3 years ago. I'd never played one before that, apart from a little bit of Final Fantasy, but really 3 years ago. So to me, it's really fresh, like playing a turn-based style game, and I think that's why, because I just never played them when I was younger. I always played sort of platforming games when I was young, and action games, never anything sort of complicated like turn-based. I used to find that really boring. So now it's a fresher prefer me playing games like this, which is weird. I know it's weird, but it's like if you've never played a football game, then all of a sudden you play a football game, you think, whoa, this is crazy. But if you play FIFA every year, and you think this is the same shit again.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that.
That's the best way I can describe it. So to me, it's really fresh, and I just want them to keep that old style.
You'll be fine. That's exactly what they'll do.
Oh, wait, and one last game, Zelda Wii U. I want that game as well.
That might be different, though. It's very warn you.
Yeah, but with Zelda, it seems to work when they change it up every time.
Okay.
Doesn't it?
I'm trying to think of when they've changed it up.
Like,
They change all the time. Think about
Wait,
it.
But it's essentially the same story every time.
Well, yeah, sure, but no, who cares?
Well, hold on.
The story.
If you compare like Wind Waker that I've played and the other Zelda game I've played, which is Link Between Worlds, Jesus, that's night and day.
I was thinking things more like Ocarina of Time versus Wind Waker, for example.
They're quite different as well.
Are they?
Yeah.
Maybe. I didn't get too far in Ocarina, so maybe I'm missing the point.
And they're quite. They're quite different.
No one's sounded like they're interested in the new Nintendo console. Then no one's mentioned that.
I don't know anything about it.
Neither does anybody else, really.
The NX, codename NX.
But isn't it like kind of like super vague? As it like could be like a mobile game platform,
could be anything. Could be anything.
True.
So I've kind of I'll wait and see before I see anything on that. But I do want to throw another game into the ring purely because of after Bloodborne being our game of the year, Dark Souls 3 surely must be excited.
I've just kind of started Dark Souls 2.
That's true.
I'm not too excited about Dark Souls 3 because I think I was speaking to Clarky about the DLC for Bloodborne, and I was just like, I'm not in that place. And Dark Souls are those kind of games when they come out. But by the time it comes out, I probably might be hyped for it. But it's one of those that can wait, and then I have to be in the kind of mood for it. I have to be in one of those kind of moods where I'm prepared to sink loads of time and in a dark place in my life, that kind of thing.
I see.
I forgot to mention the game as well. Kingdom Hearts 3. That's me done.
Speaking of done.
Oh wow! It is like all the games sound the same to me. I feel really bad. They all sound the same.
Well, Kingdom Hearts has Disney characters. But
fundamentally, still basically feels the same to me. But I was quite pleased that you enjoyed them, actually, and you're so keen. That's quite good.
Yeah, I mean, the ones I mentioned are definitely day one purchases. I can't wait.
Yeah, they'll all get delayed till 2017 now.
Yeah, that's the problem with these bloody Japanese games. Oh my god!
What if they come out on the same day? I mean, this is just a theory.
I'll just still buy them on the same day.
Okay.
Yeah.
What will you play first, though?
Persona 5.
Of course, because I mean,
Beastie sounds like he's psychoanalyzing it.
I'm being such a dick. I'm sorry. I'm just intrigued.
Okay.
Right, is that it? For what we're looking forward to?
So we after that conversation, we agreed The Division best game of 2017.
Absolutely.
Good job.
Definitely not.
Sorry, John, are we interrupting LOL?
I'm not playing LOL, no.
Rocket League.
Yeah, maybe. But how could you possibly tell?
That's true.
Long periods of silence, mainly.
I'm just listening
come
to
on,
you.
John, we're all running out of steam.
I know, I can tell. Right.
Oh, I could talk forever, but I'm giving you a lot of time.
Well, okay, just for the Bits and PCs listeners, okay, that may not have come across you yet. Just give us your mantra, Pet. I mean, by what mantra do you live your life?
Mantra?
Yeah, your
What's
code,
your motto, Pet?
your one amazing bit of advice that some weird old wizard told you many years ago in a toilet on Hampstead Heath.
I'll keep toilet.
Check her ID.
I'll keep it gaming related. I mean, I'm no philosopher. I'm not going to talk about life or anything like that. But gaming related, what I'll just say is just for everyone to just go beyond their limits. If you think you're not going to like something and you've never played a genre or something, like I hadn't played a JRPG, just try something different. Don't be too concerned about
Ni no Kuni 2.
Yeah, don't be too concerned about graphics. Look towards
What?
look towards story and look towards how a game can sort of give you experience. That's the only thing I can say. Like that's the mantra I would say. If anyone's going to get anything from the podcast that we do, it's just try different games that you're not used to. If you play FIFA and COD every year, that's great. But you know what? One day you actually might like a Tales game because it gives you different options and you can choose
the man
yourself.
who's listed 14 JRPGs as his game.
That is true. That is an amazing advice. But maybe he's not. Maybe he's trying to teach himself as well, Vimesy. Don't be mean.
Well, will you try Star Wars then?
Yeah, you can try stuff, but you might not like it.
Yeah. Okay, so
like...
let's say we all agreed now that we're going to go try and watch Star Wars in the next couple of weeks, right? We all agreed. We made a pact, like brothers, and we'll come back. We'll all come back online and talk about it. Yeah, would you be up for that?
Oh man, cinema's so expensive. Oh, I'll try.
You're robbing all our decent content, John, is what you're doing. That's all we've got left.
We'll see. No promises on that one, but we'll see.
All right, fair enough, lads. All right, we've had enough. I often lie awake at night thinking, what would have happened if I'd have carried on doing that podcast? And the answer is that I'd have been bored shitless after an hour and. No, that's unfair. Are we going to try and do this a bit more often, lads? I think we should. I've really enjoyed tonight. It's been good, and I'm trying not to treat it as like a trip down nostalgia lane.
We did say this last year, so see you all next Christmas, everyone.
I think the last time I kind of saw Vimesy was when we kind of got out of bed in the morning next to him. I think that's probably the last time. But it's been a long time. But it'd be good to be in touch a bit more.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think maybe we'll try and
impart our wisdom.
We'll try to get Bits and Pieces back to being once a month or something. I mean, no promises, but we will try. I mean, I'm sure we can find once a month. Surely, can't we?
Sure. Yeah.
And you're more than welcome to join.
Yoda's limited to once a year, but yeah.
He's a new dad, though, isn't he? So.
Yes, I suppose so.
You got it. I forgive a new dad anything.
In the meantime,
except for dropping the baby.
Confessional.
He's what? Has he been on your show? Did you say?
No, he hasn't been on our show. Just a bit.
I mean, I noticed there's been no invites for us to your show.
No.
Oh, here we go. 2 hours I've been waiting for this.
To be fair, he's been pretty good all the way through.
I mean,
we don't want you to get bored.
I would never get bored just talking to you, mate.
I just can't imagine you in anything but the command seat on a show, John. That's what it is.
I think John and Pet should probably do a little one-off special, just almost like an interview sort of thing. Almost like Paxman meets.
Like a night with Pet.
Yeah, John meets Pet.
An idiot abroad.
Oh, no, that's just mean, Clarky.
John's not that bad.
The elephant joke.
What I like from that is that he identified it as a joke. That makes me happy. Right, okay. Thanks everyone for listening. Have a great Christmas. I don't really know what to say, lads. Come on.
See you next year. Hopefully.
No, we'll try and do something. We promised them that we're going to talk about tech and movies and TV and shit. So at least some of us are going to
talk about.
At least some of us are going to have to get back together in the next couple of weeks and talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. Anytime, mate.
Pleasure.
that sounded really strained, Pet.
You're part of the team now, mate.
It's been lovely. Thank you. I enjoyed that night.
But we do need to get you a PC.
That's not going to happen.
I think if he gets one, I think it might ruin him though. I think he'll get drawn into games he hasn't played before, and then all of a sudden he's just lost his soul to League of Legends.
No, it'll just run into a single problem installing a game and throw it out of the window.
That's what it tends to do.
I reckon you'd like it, mate. You'd love it, mate.
I used to have a PC and play Counter-Strike all the time and Half-Life 2, but those were the days.
He was 3.
Well, why not relive them?
It's not happening. I've always said to these fellas, when Half-Life 3 gets announced, I'll buy a PC.
Oh,
okay. Exactly.
Hold on. What was that, Beastie?
Oh, this isn't some kind of Beasties kind of secret handshake club.
Is this the podcast where it gets? This is going to launch a stratospheric.
Some sort of potential. Oh well, might be.
Beastie confirms #Half-Life 3. Yes, obviously.
It's happening.
It's what they want. It's how they wanted to do it. It's all part of their marketing plan.
Yeah, you'll turn up at work tomorrow and find a team of Valve lawyers at your desk.
I'll look forward to that. I'll have words to them about why they haven't brought Half-Life 3 out.
Brilliant.
I still haven't played Half-Life.
For fuck's sake.
I know. It's sad.
Yeah, you probably won't like it, to be honest. Now it'll go, looking a bit old now. That's probably what you'll say, I imagine.
Yeah, I imagine. I need to get back into games, especially if I'm going to buy this new PC. Right. Right. Thanks everyone for listening. You can listen to the Confessional Gamers Confessional every week. You can listen to Bits and PCs, the quality back catalogue, still on iTunes.
Is it?
Yeah, of course it is. 100 and something, 112, 120 episodes of brilliance. You can.
Set those first.
You can follow the Bits and Pieces Twitter account if you don't like. If you really want to, trim down on the amount of shit going into your account, then
does anyone even remember the logon details for that?
No, I don't even remember the Twitter name. It used to be something different than what it is now. I think it's @BitsPod.
I think you're pretty right.
I think you guys are @ConfessionalPod.
@ConfessionalPod, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
and you can follow me. For some
Good
reason,
work, John. Good work.
Result.
@UK Evil Homer.
Oh, we do it this way, don't we?
Oh yeah, shit, yeah.
Yeah, we aren't all on a power trip on this
Oh,
this
right, we're
show.
not.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad someone said that.
I'm at Vimesy74. You can follow Pet at Life of Pet and Clarky at Clarky. And Beastie don't tweet.
He
Well,
does.
I do occasionally. I've tried being better at it. It's like kind of learning
Actually,
how to
you
ride a bike or
followed the
something.
Confessional Pod today.
Yeah, there you go. So it's been nice.
There you go. We've got a new follower on
You only
the
need to start listening to it now.
That is true. That is easy to start.
Ah.
listening.
He downloads it. That's all I care about.
Go
That
to
is-
the Star Wars episodes. You'll probably like this.
I've got a feeling I might be furious.
Okay.
You probably will be. But that
Actually,
5-star review is still lacking,
Don't go
Beastie.
to,
I'm just
don't go
saying
to
that.
those, yeah.
RTDT. And
Well, at least he didn't bring up Harry Fisher. And, no, I imagine.
It's only a matter of time, mate. It's only a matter of time. Anyway.
we're going home. Goodbye. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.